I forgot to tweet. I always forget to tweet.
Okay, so the beauty here of being a guest star, Salty, is that you get to go in the position of whoever you're replacing. So you're going to be all over the screen from time to time.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, and since I'm replacing Swamp, that means I get to, like... Well, I mean, it means my internet issues will make sense.
Co-streams are out.
Alright.
Oh, dude, I should have tried to find Swamp Shack's intro picture and use that.
That would have been funny. Yeah, if I'd given you some more notice, I'm sure you'd had that.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
I already got like 3 people on YouTube. They've been waiting for like the last 5 minutes for us to start.
You weren't lying about the restlessness then.
Yeah. How you
There
guys
we
doing
go.
tonight? Oh man, hey Mappert. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, we'll mention that. We'll talk.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean? I don't have chat open yet. No, never mind. We'll get to it. Whatever it is, we'll get to it.
I'm gonna need a link to that chat.
Oh,
right.
I'll send it again.
Thank you. Thanks, EOG.
No problem.
I don't know if
Tristan
that's
gonna be
snow.
here.
I don't
He's
know if
here.
that's snow falling or
Swamp.
gunshots, and I don't want to know.
How could you not know?
Swamp can't make it tonight. But
It's a lot of fucking snow.
We got the salty
No
minstrel with
falling
us.
gunshot.
So when snow happens in Boston, it fucking just comes down. Like it was snowing for about a minute when I left the place, and the entire thing was already covered in like an inch.
When snow falls in Boston. It's
Yeah.
like when gunshots happen in Boston, which
Very
is
frequent.
about half of the year.
I'll direct it. Okay, hold up. Okay, let me just go live. I'm sorry. I need to stop myself.
Okay, I'm finally seeing the co-stream up. Salty. Substitute Horseman Salty.
Yep.
Hello,
Nice.
class. I will be your substitute horseman.
We're war, famine. What are they? War, famine,
Pestilence,
pestilence.
salty.
Oh. Salty, you need to have one that's just like sort of bad.
Minor inconvenience, man.
It's homework. Homework.
It's like traffic or
Oh
homework.
no!
Yeah.
Oh no! The fourth horseman of death is here. Taxes.
Taxes. Nice.
You
Oh no!
can't stop taxes.
The four horsemen of death is here. Fucking like stopping your toe on a single Lego.
Oh no. Yeah. War, famine, death, pestilence, and
That one itch that
stubbing
you
your
can't
toe.
scratch.
Stubbing your toe.
What's happening?
So hi, chat.
Hello.
Wow.
Chaos said the stream activated his trap card.
Oh no.
War, pestilence, famine, death, and that feeling when you're kind of hungry but you're not really hungry. And
Okay, that's like me right now. So please no.
Coincidence?
So like I meant to eat before I started the stream, and then forgot. So I just didn't. That's gonna be an issue.
Coincidence. The horseman has arrived.
We'll figure that out when we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Did I enter into the co-stream? I thought I did.
Yeah,
It looks like you're there.
Just gotta
Yes.
refresh it.
Why it no work?
So at this point, I feel like Salty is the horseman of whatever inconvenient thing just happened. So it's like I just opened a pack and I didn't get any uncommon cards. Salty.
Mobile app issues.
I'm the horseman of first world problems.
Nice.
Oh jeez.
It's magic.
I just
Are you all ready
I don't know. I wanted to take a shower, but my water pressure was a little low and
Yeah.
salty.
This pillow is slightly too cold.
The apocalypse has come. Uh-oh.
Reminds me of like
sorry,
those.
Magic, don't do this.
No matter where I go, I can never get comfy in this chair.
Reminds me of those like mayhem commercials. Remember those?
Yeah.
Mayhem. Instead, it's salty.
What was the fix whenever Magic wasn't showing up?
Close it.
OBS?
Yeah, turn it off and back off it again.
Just Magic. Okay.
Oh, I will be back in like a second and a half, and then I'll be actually able to play.
All right.
Well, guys.
Yeah, indeed. Let's see if I
get
can
comfortable while the game restarts.
see if I can get mine to go.
Hey, chat.
Hey, how we doing?
Right away.
What you want
There
to talk
it
about
is.
today?
Oh, dang. My game's not showing up in OBS. Salty.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Horseman
Yeah.
of Inconvenience.
Yep.
You know, that actually would be a pretty funny name to have.
That
the
would-
Horseman
The
of
Horseman of Inconvenience.
Oh gosh.
Maybe? No? Maybe?
Yeah, no, yes, yeah, you're good.
Hey, there it is! Magic! It showed up!
Yay!
It showed
Yeah,
up like
magic. Oh, it's dumb, but I like it.
I'm not sorry.
I know you're not. That's the sad part.
I won't
Oh, no.
be either.
I just saltied myself.
Oh no!
I don't want to hear about it.
Pretty sure that's illegal on Mixer.
Not illegal to talk about.
I went in the living room, and it was dark, which I didn't care. I've been in there a million times. I know where everything is. And I went to the battery charging station to put back the battery that was in my vape and grab one of the other ones, one of the fresh ones. And someone had put an extra battery in it, so my empty spot wasn't there, and it just went thunk, thunk, thunk until I realized what was going on. And I was like, salty.
Who did this? I did this.
Damn you, Horseman of Inconvenience.
They strike again.
Jeez.
So, I haven't launched Magic the Gathering since the friendly challenge mode has appeared. So
I
I'm
haven't
going
launched
to need to...
since it actually ended beta.
Oh yeah, I'm going to need to add
Oh.
friends.
Yeah,
So
we're gonna have to
about
figure
that.
that out.
Yeah, about that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, look, my name's
I'm
on
afraid we're
screen
about
now.
to hear bad news.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no friend list, there's just a direct challenge thing.
There's a direct challenge thing, but there will be a drop-down list of people that you've challenged or been challenged by recently.
Wow, what a half-assed patch. But go on.
So it's not quite a friends list. It's... yeah.
Alright, this is a band-aid. This is a band-aid to fix the huge
Yeah,
gap.
this is a
Right.
quick
But
fix that they'll probably
It
fix
shows
later.
that
Yeah.
they are listening to what people are asking for, so
Right.
at least in that.
So,
Yeah.
what to do to fix this? Go to streamer chat in Shenan's Discord, and then post your number,
I like it.
and so we'll just grab each other's number from there.
Is it name and number or just number?
It's number too.
If you click on your own name, it copies to clipboard.
Yup, which is really nice.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
From Direct Challenge?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah.
It's
that's
nice.
cool.
Clipboard. What?
There we go.
Alright, well, I still haven't
That's not
played
bad.
enough to get the dual-colored decks yet. I still only
Taxi
have
with the
final
host.
card.
Hello. Thank you. We appreciate the
Hey,
host.
Taxi. Where were we putting this?
In the streamer chat in my Discord.
It wasn't so dark outside. I'm like half thinking about like taking my camera and just showing. I have my windows closed, so I'm just scared to look outside now.
Shit.
Ah, there it is. I found it.
Hey!
I'm not retarded, I swear.
It took me way too long. It's like, I know there's a streamer chat in here. They're not just messing with me.
No, I was. You just didn't know it.
Excellent.
All right.
All right. There's the beginnings. That's good.
Dude, Shenan's is hilarious because it's like
Two
Shenan's,
numbers.
numbers, numbers.
Yes. I love it.
Alright, I need to make it a halfway decent deck though, because I haven't played enough to earn a deck yet.
Oh.
Hmm.
Well, look how close Sheenan's and Tristan's numbers are.
Wow. It's probably because we probably opened up the game around the same
Made
time.
it like right at the same time.
Right.
Yeah. Oh damn! That's actually like not a lot of people. But yeah. So essentially,
So if this is, oh sorry.
I had nothing to say. That was me to segue to someone else copy it, like talk over me. So go
I
ahead.
have a play a game to complete this quest, can I do that in direct challenge?
We should
I'm
find
assuming
out.
so.
For science, we can find
Why
out.
not?
For
Let's do it.
science. I got it.
Who am I fighting first?
Oh, you're gonna get it, Salty.
Oh, shoot.
Fight. VC fight.
Challenge accepted. Waiting for your opponent to challenge you back.
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh.
You forgot to flag. You forgot to flag for PvP, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently.
It's like the font system.
It doesn't
Hey,
even.
look at my decks, EOG. It's just the 5-starter decks.
It doesn't even prompt him. It's just I'm just sitting here and he's just going about his day. I'm over here just seething, like you better accept my challenge, Salty. Gotta message him on social media. Bitch, I've been waiting days.
Nice.
I just gotta leave it open in challenge for like a week until finally you're like, I'm gonna challenge EOG to it, and then boom.
And I'm just like, ha ha!
Brassel, this will be available. Well, it's only PC right now, but it should be. They're talking about rolling out other releases. I mean, don't you guys have computers?
Phones? Oh, damn it. We can't keep doing this. We spent all of last time doing this.
We are less than 20 minutes
Why
in.
can't we? It's a podcast.
Hey, Jack and I have
That's what the whole point is.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, we
Tease
can't.
about things.
Yeah, exactly. We can't complain about.
Oh, you ho.
So, Shenanz, I think I'll be challenging you then.
Excellent.
Wow, so now that we can challenge each other, Salty will never build me a good deck again.
Yeah.
Oh, I will. Oh, you know I will.
Yeah, it's.
I want a challenge.
Challenge.
Although I'm still using basic decks, I'm gonna have to actually start playing this again, so I can build. Because during the beta, I had some badass decks.
Oh, I guess I gotta
Yeah.
select a deck.
Yeah, so so I'm not using this one just to let you know, but I have a deck that Wiggles made for me. I feel like I own the Millennium Puzzle, but the not made one, because essentially he rates it as the best deck ever, but I have no idea how it works.
I haven't really built a lot of decks yet. I was trying to build a deck based around that Daragaz that I picked up, but I'm not. I don't have the cards or something, and I haven't I haven't spent any wild cards yet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mainly because vampires exist.
True. You are correct, good sir.
And it's difficult to not play vampires.
Yeah. Also
Dude,
correct.
vampires. Yeah, that was my main deck I used during beta was a white-black vampire deck, and I like.
It's pretty strong. I gotta say.
I had like an 85% win rate with it.
You see it like consistently.
Oh yeah.
I would say.
Well, it's because it's okay. It's not. Ooh, hang on. What did that do? Oh, okay.
Turned it
Not very nice, but okay.
Sorry.
But no, it's a good deck mainly because it's easy to play.
Yeah.
It has a lot of really useful things, but all of the useful things are just fire and forget. You know?
Yeah, you're right.
And you can literally hit attack all every turn and lose nothing.
That's a little. Okay.
What with the vampire deck? I'm serious.
I know you're serious, and that's the part that makes me sad.
It's also super annoying because it's full of timing things
Yeah.
that ask your
Heal.
opponent to click buttons.
Heal type bullshit
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, vampires are all about
There's just
the
a
heal.
lot. There's just a lot going on.
I'm like actually trying to stand a half chance against this.
Oh, how dare you? We were just talking
deck
about
as
this.
a black
course.
deck. And,
No,
okay.
go away.
You know, like
I don't
a
like.
vampire.
There we go.
Well,
Oh,
hopefully when I'm done with this, I'll get
that
one
thing.
actual deck.
Yeah, that thing.
That thing.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
I mean, I might.
No. My deck has no pathetic cards, Skyba.
Oh.
Oh no. My only weakness.
Oh.
You were tapped. I figured now's the
Yeah,
time.
you're right.
I feel a little bad because Salty's using like the black deck that you start with.
Oh, that's still like decent.
It's not bad,
Kitty.
but it feels rude
Kitty.
to like
Whoa.
turn apart his creatures.
It's you.
Whoa, you're using my avatar against me.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Wait, so when he plays that card, shouldn't you
Just come
die?
to me. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're mine
that's
now.
weird. Yeah, that's strange.
Shouldn't you die?
Want to see what a master is capable of?
It's like the game is rigged, and I'm the one rigging it
The game was rigged from the
against
start.
myself.
Yeah. Trust
is
no one,
this?
not even yourself.
It's true.
Oh man, I want to make my amazing white black deck again.
Ooh, do it.
It's the deck that everybody I played against conceded after I got over 100 health.
Oh. Oh, it do be like that
No.
sometimes.
No, sir.
Please no.
It also had 120 cards in it, so there was no chance of me, unless they were specifically playing a mill deck.
Yeah, we're gonna
There
do
was no chance of me drawing out.
No, don't do it.
That's
Oh,
funny.
we're totally doing that.
Oh, you can straight up kill it. I forgot about the ability. Ah.
Uh-oh, what'd he do? What did he did?
You killed my stuff. What does this one do? Whenever a vampire you control attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life.
I'll show you what it does.
Oh. What the fuck?
It fucking dies, that's what it does.
Oh.
You taking one down with me?
Fine.
Didn't think it through. Oh, I hate that card.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, no. No. This is some bullshit.
Yep.
Oh, that's so not cash money of you.
Okay, speaking of cash money,
So not cash money of you. Go on.
What's all this dragon crap?
what the hell is this? Oh, I see what you're doing.
The dragons. I don't have anything to do in this situation. You just kind of win.
That's not very nice, EOG.
No.
Okay. Kinder was saying earlier, he was like, I hate my job because I have to deal with all the teenagers, and then he said, I need to get Tristan to give me to be a translator for me.
Yeah, I'll do it. You don't even have to pay me.
I need to know when the appropriate time to say yeet is.
I humbly take on this position.
Answer, never.
No, always.
Never say yeet. If you have to ask, then the answer is never.
Hmm.
You just
No,
you
I
just
told
have to
him
know.
I told him the correct answer was whenever the hell you feel like it, just to make him uncomfortable.
That also works.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing hurts more than seeing an ad that goes, "Hey there, are you random like us? Well then buy or create new snack."
Oh,
Shit.
stop. That hurts.
So that did.
Hey, do you remember Keyboard Cat? We do.
So for science, I definitely casted creature spells and had no progress.
All
No
right.
progress.
No, my
That's a
Enigma Drake.
That's annoying.
Yep.
I'm just glad I waited because I almost used it on the win page.
Direct
I like
challenges.
that card.
I was a fan. Why you do this?
Remember, guys,
Oh,
it's
God.
not LOL.
It's not LOL to me. It's just not.
Do you want to know what LOL really stands for? It's lots of Lunchables. Now with our new
Lots of
starter pack.
Lunchables.
Dude, I was listening to Spotify
Oh,
yesterday.
thank you.
I was listening to Spotify yesterday, and it was without. I don't have premium,
Yeah.
so I get ads every now and then. And they've been playing this ad like every third song that makes me want to gouge my eyes out. It's a Chef Boyardee ad.
Oh
where
my
they're-
god. Yes, I know exactly which one you're talking about. Is it the one with Little Yachty?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, did I get? Are we
What
challenging
fuck
again?
that ad?
Please.
You explain it, Tristan. I can't do it.
Tristan, my apologies, Tristan. They didn't
No,
give me
it's
a
okay.
notification that I was being challenged.
So Little Yachty is an enigma unto himself, where he's a SoundCloud rapper, which means just this guy that got popular off the site SoundCloud, and
Ooh.
he makes all right music, but like it's like now has become really campy.
This is a track card. I can smell it.
Hold up.
Oh.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, you're getting
yeah.
nothing. You're getting nothing.
Oh, I actually don't get anything.
You get
'cause don't have any
nothing.
creatures. Wow, okay. Well, at least I know what your hand is.
Ret.
But essentially, so Lil Yachty, his whole like kind of thing is that he's a SoundCloud rapper, and like during his early years, he like talked about like, yeah, gang shit. I'm like really hard and everything, and now he's doing commercials for Sprite and Chef Boyardee, and I was like, the fuck, man, what happened?
Wow.
Where did all your thugging go?
Oh.
It's like really
Clever.
totally inconsistent. And then
Clever.
who else is on that ad? There's someone else.
I
that's
don't
like,
even know.
It's like oh god, I'm looking it up.
How many times have you played that Death Baron?
Quite a lot.
Dude.
Little Yachty Chef Boyardee with Donny Osmond. Who the hell is Donny Osmond?
Who the hell is Donny Osmond?
Oh my god. We got a who the hell
Oh
is Donny Osmond
my
right here in chat,
God.
guys.
But
So
the worst part is, so it's this really
Oh.
synthesized.
I've never heard of any of these before. What is this?
It's this really synthesized, terrible sounding.
Yeah,
like,
Chef
rap.
Boyardee.
No. Not even the voice. Yes, the voice, but
Yeah.
just the backbeat that it plays over is just this really shitty, synthesized, processed track that sounds just bad. And
Yeah.
then over top of that is this vocalized to hell voice singing Chef Boyardee, Start the Party over and over again.
Yeah.
Oh my god! You son of a bitch! I was actually keeping up with you until that.
I know.
He looks like what I think white bread as a human would look like. Just like the blandest thing I've ever seen.
I didn't get anything towards any of my goals.
I didn't either. Yeah, you basically were spot on with that description, though. I'm gonna be honest with you.
This man looks like his favorite activities are breathing and drinking water. Like, there's nothing about this that's interesting.
Which one?
The Donny Osmond. Oh wow.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So just for reference here, Tristan, if you type in Donnie and just stop in Google, the top search suggestion is Donny Osmond.
Yeah, who else is named Donnie nowadays?
I don't know. I feel like there's a very famous Donald.
Yeah, but that's not Donnie. That's Donald.
I'm just saying, okay? It's not.
No,
like...
I'm just saying.
Oh, that's weird. I think Google might be trying to pander to me. I've got Donny Osmond. I've got Donny Osmond / Lil Yachty. I've got Donnie and Marie and stuff, but my top one is Donnie Darko.
Oh,
Interesting.
There you
sounds
go.
about right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the ad is just
Donny Osmond.
the ad is just really weird.
Dude,
Look, man.
you're giving us a dissertation on Lil Yachty.
Look, man. It's modern. It's hip. It's not even hip. The man hasn't made good music in like 4 years now.
Jeez, tell it like it is.
Well, then he and Donny Osmond have something in common.
Dissing Donny Osmond came back from relevance.
And
now you're dissing this man.
And the two of them together decided they were going to take a deal with Chef Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee of all things.
That's crazy.
Fucking Chef Boyardee.
Constructed competitive.
Oh man.
Chef Boyardee has made one good ad, and it's the one that the can is rolling. Prove me wrong.
I don't even remember that one.
What? It's such a good ad. It's a Campbell's can. No, is it Campbell's? It might be Campbell's.
No, the can's rolling, and you just hear keep rolling.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's this.
But like process to hell.
Yeah. It's like this. It's this really like. It's like this pseudo Italian music plays at the background as the can rolls to the people's home, and I think someone online made a remix of it where it's like murder music and the can's just following the family.
Hey, Coffin, what's going on?
Hey, Coffin. Salty, I'm just gonna jump into a rando match here to get some rewards for the day.
I need to do that too, because holy crap, I don't have shit. That one day I was playing while trying to challenge you guys, and I haven't played since then.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have. We did Hearthstone since
Very
then,
limited.
So.
Limited time.
I mean, when I got accepted into the closed beta, I played like every day, and I had all these great decks and everything. And then when they wiped it, I was like, eh.
Yeah, exactly.
They took away cards, so of course I'm a little unhappy.
Yeah, but anyway, we had topics that we wanted to talk about.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, so whoever wants to start is more than welcome.
Oh man, where do we start?
Right? That's a big question.
No, that's not fair. Don't do that. I finally had a way of stopping your flying creatures. But yeah, honestly, I don't know where to start because I actually didn't take a look at what you guys had written down. So whatever you feel most passionate about.
Be carrying our topics pretty heavily, I think today. He's got a lot of good stuff to talk about.
I can talk about
one.
I can talk about Article 13 for
Article 13.
Europe at some point.
What?
The new content ID laws in Europe that were just passed.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a
All
little
right.
spoopy. Essentially, hello, Killer, how we doing?
Killer, what's up?
It's the celebratory Ree. Essentially, the main idea behind the new content ID laws is that they're trying to. The European Union has been trying to change how their country views the. Oh God, why don't I just don't understand how it really works, to be honest. But they're trying to change how the content is viewed nowadays of the content ID laws in general.
Right.
And so a lot of what that entails is saying, okay, so artists, you now can, you're more than free now to take what you've made and then just strike anything that's in it, like taking your creative works.
Mm-hmm.
Now, anytime someone says this is transformative or this isn't transformative, people on the internet go, well, where's the basis for that? And Europe goes, oh, no, figure it out. So essentially, that just got passed, and I don't really know the full details of it. All that I know is that the people that passed it then went on record saying that they didn't understand exactly what they were passing.
Wow.
So that's fun.
Great.
Yeah, that's always good.
The big thing was YouTube made a stance like, hey, there's two things that can happen here. Either we're just going to take down all European Union creators, like all of them, or we're just going to stop displaying our content to this area, to the European Union in general, possibly both. So that's kind of insane to think about.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's now a thing. I wish I knew more details about it, but that's essentially all that I have. It's a lot of like, ooh, this is like, it's essentially like net neutrality, but for the European Union.
Right.
Excuse me.
So, I mean, that's really interesting, but it's kind of hard to speculate on.
Yeah, we'll see what it entails.
Right.
Very soon. I realized that I didn't have Shenan's chat, so just give me 1 second.
Ah. Yeah, I should probably do rando games as well because progress.
Yeah, I mean, at least for the moment, get some rewards, and then
Yeah.
and then I'll jump back into challenging people.
Nobody in Europe makes good content anyway. Ow.
Ouch.
The Europeans are asleep. They can't hear you.
Damn.
Or asleep.
The Europeans are asleep post memes.
Oh, I get that one.
Yeah. So that's essentially it. Shenanz, you have your first topic.
Oh,
Bam.
man. Oh, well, why don't we go... should we go with the big one first? Just
Yeah, why not?
there?
Hit it with some.
So we all know Stan Lee, man. Stan Lee.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
R.I.P.
That's a shame.
It is.
Yeah.
It
And he
really
lived
is.
a good life, though.
Oh, that's true.
He lived an amazing life, and he left a legacy that will never be forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to be.
What more can you really ask for?
So the latest video-
Immortality.
yeah.
Well,
They
there you go.
found the latest video that he made, and it's like him
Yes.
saying, "Yeah, my hand, it's shaking a little bit, but now it's fine." And then I got this other hand that he shows the other hand. It's a Hulk fist. He's like, "I don't know what's wrong with this one, but we'll get it fixed." Like that's such a great final video.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, that's such a
Yeah.
Stan Lee video.
Yeah,
So good.
just him fucking clowning on people. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. Totally great.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
That's a mood.
What's up, Dragonite?
You know, it's hard to. Hopefully, it doesn't make me sound a little cold, but it's hard to like. You know, you can feel bad, but it's hard to feel really bad when you see how old he was.
Yeah, no,
Right.
the man lived a full life.
Yeah.
He lived
There-
2.
Yeah.
There was some stuff going on towards those last couple years. There was like a caregiver or something he was having problems with.
So yeah, there was some legal disputes that happened where between the caregiver and him. But I honestly don't know too much about the situation.
I don't know a lot about it myself, except that I know that like that's got to be difficult to be going through at that age.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Where
But-
people essentially were accusing his daughter of being like evil to him and stuff like that. So there was just a lot going on with that. And I
That's
don't really
crazy.
know the full situation, so I can't act like I do.
All right, Coffin. We didn't get a chance to. Sure. Pops in and asks a question and has to leave, but it's okay, man. See ya.
What? Yeah, please, thank you.
How can
I played a Gravedigger, and it was like, pick a card from your graveyard, and I picked one, and then it sat there for a minute. I think the other person had to confirm. And then it said, take action or decline, and it was return target card from your graveyard to your hand. I'm like, yeah,
What?
that's why I played the Gravedigger.
Right? Imagine that. Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever you cast a blue spell, target player puts 2 cards from their library into their graveyard. That sounds awful. Right?
Oh, that's not fun. You don't want to be milled.
I don't have a way of dealing with that though.
Like, yeah, no game. I was just gonna play a 4-mana 2/2 just to play it.
Well, Coffin, do you
Right.
have an article or something that you can link to us? Because I'm not kind of sure I understand the
Yeah, I didn't really follow.
character customization is
Oh,
SJW.
social justice or social, yeah, SJW.
Yeah, is there like is there an article or something that you're?
Is it referring to something specific?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious as to what you're talking about.
Because like in general, sure, but like I don't have any specifics in mind, so I can't like say with certainty.
Unfortunate, but okay.
But in terms of going back to Stan Lee though, I think everybody. I don't know what you guys, you know, your backgrounds and stuff, but as a creator, the imagination the guy had,
Oh yeah, dude was awesome.
Yeah.
absolutely impressive. Absolutely
Yeah.
impressive.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's interesting because he just kind of did something. He just did something with his life that he enjoyed, and it ended up bringing a lot of people a lot of entertainment and happiness. So
Yeah.
there's just not a lot more you can ask for than the type of life that Stan Lee had. So
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of like, you know, we can be upset about his passing, but it's just, I mean, dude did it.
Dude
Yeah.
did a lot.
For real.
Dude did a lot.
Yeah. Man,
I
I'm
mean,
so tired of this
Excelsior.
vampire deck.
Hey, Volo.
Yeah.
Excelsior.
Excelsior.
Yeah, that's when I heard. I was like, "Oh, that's sad." And then afterwards, I was thinking about it, and I was like, "Yeah, no." I mean, like, it's sad that he's passed, but it's his time, and
Yeah.
holy shit! Like, if I could have had his life, I would have died twice
Yeah.
for it.
You know.
People are the thing about it that I'm very happy is that everyone's like, yeah, this makes sense, but at the same time, they're like respectful.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
So I think that's very constructive.
Well, that's really cool because there's a lot of divisiveness in just
That community.
opinions in that sort of and the fact that there's, you know, people are being generally respectful about something is really nice to see. It's a little bit of you know, there's that whole faith in humanity. I mean, it's not to that degree, but it's just nice to see it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, Coffin is saying.
Yeah, I'm trying to look
has to say Battlefield 5, for example. So okay, Coffin, I think you're getting confused why people are saying that Battlefield 5 is social justice warrior-y. The reason why people are upset with Battlefield 5 isn't because there's character customization. People are upset because it's portraying a female in World War One, even though there were. That's the reason why.
Right, dude. Whenever that happened with the Call of Duty that did it, I was like, wait,
exactly.
You can be a woman?
So,
World War One. Like,
so people are upset because of that. It's not World War II. It's World War One. I'm pretty sure.
I'm glad Volo's on it.
I think that's
I need tunes. I didn't even realize.
World War II, but I'm pretty sure the newest Battlefield is depicting in World War One. Isn't it the Great War? I honestly don't give a shit about the game. I just know that there's controversy surrounding it.
Sure.
Let me take a look real quick. Battlefield 5. Upcoming shooter developed by DICE EA 16. It's the 16th installment. Jesus.
Yeah.
Focuses on World War II. So essentially, like, people are upset because I remember during the trailer, people were just insanely upset because they're like, look, there's people with a fucking robot arm, and we don't want this. And then one of the developers.
No, that's not a robot arm, but yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
One of the developers went on and said gamers don't know what they want. And so people were like, yeah, no, we do, and so we're not going to buy your game. And sales numbers for that game just were the worst they've seen in a while, or pre-sales for that game. And so people they started handing out codes for it for free. It wasn't It wasn't politicalness. No, from my understanding, it very much was, because the reason why people were upset to begin with was because of that. But and so pre-sale numbers, because of course the only reason why a company would care to begin with is if their numbers are hurt.
Yeah.
Their numbers were hurt, and so now they've had to kind of change the way that they're thinking about it. Like,
yeah, I mean, the problem is that the community can go either way. So
yes, very much.
A good example is Siege of Dragonspear. If you guys have heard about that, the Baldur's Gate game, they put a of the default characters, if you didn't create your own character, they put a trans character as one of the choices. People lost their shit. But then there were also people who were really thankful for it. To be like,
yeah,
hey,
of course.
And then, you know about the game Catherine. It's one of my favorite games. It's a weird puzzle game. Where you have to choose between two women as you go through the game. And they're remaking it on PS4, but they're remaking it with a third character who's a trans character, and people are losing their shit about it. And what was the other one? There was another big one. The people who made Honey Pop. They're making a Honey Pop 2, and then they're making one of the girls you can go after in that game trans. People lost their shit, and then people started asking if they could put an option in the game to remove the trans character's penis.
Oh wow.
Jeez.
And the people who
the people that buy Honey Pop aren't the best part of humanity. That's pseudo porn. Let's all be honest.
But on the other hand, like, just don't go after that character.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, if it's that upsetting to you.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't get it. But that's the thing is, no matter what you do, you're gonna have people on both sides.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But so for people said it was DICE, but it wasn't. I kind of have to disagree. Community ruined a lot. Well, if you're not listening to your community, why are you making a game? Is then my question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the game for then? If it's not for your community.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's an unfair thing to say.
I mean, I'd agree with that. I mean, that's a good question. Who's the game for?
But I mean,
actually, that should be asked of most games. Well, who's
Yeah.
the game for?
And that's
Like the Diablo mobile game, but
Yeah.
But that's like, I can't be too mad at I heard about
just for the memes, guys. Just for the memes.
Yeah,
Just for the memes.
Gotta happen.
The crap, my brain's not working today. The new Call of Duty, the brand new one.
Yeah.
It has no real matchmaking system. So when you go in, you just get put up against whoever's in line. And the reason for that is because they put in a matchmaking system at first, and the fans got mad about it. The people who buy every Call of Duty that comes out got mad because they like fighting noobs. They like that. Because, I mean, let's be honest, a lot of the Call of Duty community is toxic, is that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no shit, yeah.
And so... I mean,
I played the game for like 2 matches and accidentally teabagged someone, so...
Yeah.
So, pre-bagged.
I pre-bagged someone.
That's even worse.
It was even worse.
But, that being said, the fact that they took it out means they were listening to their community. You know?
True.
Yeah.
It's the people who buy their games. I mean, I don't play their games, and I don't like that idea, but I don't play their games. I'm not their community.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey, is a Planeswalker a permanent I can exile?
Yes.
Yes.
Aha!
Connection was lost to the server. What the hell?
No Planeswalker for you.
This looks like a great card if you have a lot of mana to waste.
There are some other things going on with both Call of Duty and Battlefield worth talking about, though. Segue.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes.
All right, go ahead.
Well, let me go grab the link.
Oh boy.
Solid.
Segue.
Let's start with I guess we'll start with EA, right?
Oh wait, hold on. I'm just finishing up reading what Coffin said. He says Treyarch fired their top glitch errors guys. He says no one in the company plays it.
Wow. So I guess we'll start here.
Uh-oh.
So explain.
The release date of Battlefield 5 is sooner as long as you've spent more money or you're subscribing to their service.
Really?
That's just early release. It's normal nowadays, sadly.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But we're not talking like a pre-order a day early. We're talking like from the 11th to like the 20th.
What do you think the Fallout beta was?
Wow.
I'm just saying it's another step down a very slippery slope.
Yeah, we've slipped pretty far.
We've strayed far from God's light.
Another step down a very slippery slope.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's my problem. Is I used to be a huge fan of Battlefield. I played it on the PC on the first one way back when, and just I've fallen out of it because I tried. I never bought 2 or 3, and then I played 4 on my PS4, and I was like, yeah, I don't like what this has become. And I guess it's because EA. I didn't really think about that, but
yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, 11 days. That's a week and a half.
damn it, Bullis.
It's crazy. Nice.
Xbox got it very early too.
Yeah,
Very
PlayStation
interesting.
had to wait. PlayStation had to wait the longest for some. Well, because PlayStation is being, probably exclusionary. But
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it could be that. It could also just be that Microsoft likes to buy people off.
could be.
Yep, sounds about right.
I mean, it could be anything, really.
But what they're doing is they're trying to push people to this subscription service because that's who's going to get it earliest.
Yeah, games as a service is the new thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now,
You know what's, sorry to talk over you, but this is something that's really cool. So I have mentioned, I think, that I'm like going through the whole application process for jobs and everything like that. One of the ones that I came across was a mobile game that's trying to get customers, and they specifically talk about their games as a service model.
Mm-hmm.
oh no!
I wish I saved it, but I didn't. It was such a mistake.
Oh my god!
Dude, no. So, I have been saying this. I mean, from my very earliest streams, where I was too quiet and didn't talk properly. I've been saying it is so important for gamers to speak with their money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just unbelievably important. Every single time that you
Any
say to
company
yourself,
that doesn't make enough money is going to back down.
every single time you say to yourself, "Hey, don't buy this game, but I'll buy it just so that you know, I can finish my collection or anything
Right.
even close to that reasoning, you're helping the problem.
Yep.
And I realize that that's kind of hard to say, and I mean, everybody's kind of guilty of it. Like, I have a collection of Final Fantasy games, and I own almost all the Final Fantasy games that are reasonable to own in North America.
Right.
What does that mean?
There are like 90 Final Fantasy games.
Shit.
Oh, okay, never mind.
But, like, there's one, here's a good example of one that I don't own. There's a Final Fantasy game, oh dang, I would have had the name a minute ago, but...
Is it what was it? Those pinball type machines that?
No.
Oh God. The past slots.
Before Crisis. It's called Before Crisis, I think.
Oh man, that
It
game
is a
was
game
awesome.
where you play as the Turks from Final Fantasy VII.
Alright.
And you play. It's a phone mobile game before mobile games were really a thing. So it's like this weird, shitty, like really early type mobile game, but it was Japan only.
Papa,
So
please
in
tell me
order
about the
to
war.
play it- in order to
Nice.
in order to play it, I would have to get, like, I'd have to download it and like mock a phone plan, and like the amount of work that would go into emulating playing this game, just playing it, not even owning it, is phenomenal. So I just kind of said nay on that one.
I say nay to you, sir.
It's true, I did. I named it.
Jeez.
I mean, but yeah.
You are familiar with the nay, yes, Tristan.
I thought about saying that exact joke. I went, nah, it's pretty shit. I won't go for it.
It was, and I'm not
Wow, that
sorry.
was a really dumb call on this guy's part.
And I'm not sorry, sir.
I played a vampire that gives me a that takes one life from my opponent and gives it to me when I put it in Battlefield, and then my opponent bounced it back in my hand, and I was like, "Oh, thank you.
Thanks,
Let
friend.
me do that again."
Thanks, friend.
Okay, Coffin
Immediately
saying, honestly, Battlefield 5 is the best in the series. People who are reviewing the game are jokes, and in the worst way, you can't play 2 hours online to know everything. But surely you can flop up and not tell anyone about what's new, nothing about mechanics or anything. So my only response to that is, why do we listen to James journalists?
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's been like a common thing for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So,
So it sucks. I could understand being mad at people writing like that, but I mean, you know, you just don't listen to it, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
It's easy to just say that, but
There's a lot of
Yeah.
games journalism that's just pure garbage.
like, I know that, like, I'm actually gonna be making over the weekend, hopefully, I'll be making a review of the Fallout 4, the newest Fallout 4 game, Fallout 76. But, like, I know that my opinion, it's an opinion, and like any of these reviews, it's not an objective fact. And so people are going to disagree with me on it, and that's fine.
Right. And to be fair, it's a Bethesda game.
Yeah.
Like I've been saying forever, you don't buy Bethesda games on release because they're not good when they're on.
or you do and you just understand what you're getting.
Yeah.
But if you buy it, you need to know what you're getting.
So actually, no, I do have news based on that. So, you know, there's when did Skyrim first come out? I'm just gonna start with that.
Dude, I
I'm
don't know.
googling it.
That's tough.
So Skyrim OG came out in November 11th, 2011. As I might have mentioned before, the Fallout 76 is on the same engine as Skyrim.
Yeah.
They are planning to continue to use this engine for both the next Elder Scrolls series as well as Starfield.
Oh wow.
And it already looks old.
Aged.
Yeah, it looks pretty aged.
Yeah, well, that is something I noticed when I was watching you playing it, and honestly, I kind of thought maybe they were just maybe it was just going to be looking aged until I don't know, maybe this was just like a bare bones. I've taken part in some like Kickstarter style game campaigns where you see them like going, "Hey, I realize this looks like shit, but this is the layout of whatever." But
Yeah.
that doesn't look like that's what they're meaning.
Yep.
So that's a little rough.
Yeah, it's definitely something. So I've been keeping an eye out for that recently, and it's been just interesting.
Dude, you know what we need to do, Tristan? Is mod the shit out of some older Fallout or even Skyrim and play that. Like, hey, I'm excited to play some multiplayer Bethesda. Let's just go get some player made.
You can already play a multiplayer Skyrim.
Yeah.
So it's essentially the same engine.
Well, like, I mean, I know there are actually there's one thing that's really cool. I'm taking a little tangent here about multiplayer, the multiplayer mod for Skyrim, which is your difficulty slider. I think I might have mentioned this on stream before. When you say you want to play the game on like a super hard difficulty, it just changes the way that your numbers interact with the enemy's numbers, right? It doesn't actually change what those numbers are.
Which is a really cool concept.
Yes, which means if you were to play, if first it's Phoenix is super good. He knows that game like really well.
Mhm.
So if I were to play multiplayer Skyrim with Phoenix, I could crank the difficulty down a little bit, and he could crank it up a little bit, and we could both experience the game together, even though he's really good at it. Even more so, if I were to say, I'm going to do my best to play as a bard, Salty could play with Phoenix in this example, and crank the difficulty way down, so even though he's using really ineffective tools, they're at least somewhat workable, right?
Yeah.
I just think that's really cool.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I've never played a Battlefield game, so it's not like I have any stake in this. I'm just saying why I know that people are upset. Trample ill. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, graphics aren't everything. Like, I'd rather play Battlefield 1 than any of the new Battlefields, and that's because I'm comfortable with it, and I don't care about graphics. Oh my god, would you stop bouncing my cards, you hoe?
And the game said no.
Nay.
Yeah.
Hey,
How dare you neigh at me?
just surrender already. It's
But like the
4
best
You're
the
not
best
gonna
thing
win.
to know in that instance is that you're enjoying the game. So that's really all that matters.
Yeah.
There's gonna be people that enjoy the game with you, and being able to find those people and interact with them is gonna be the best part. It's just making the best out of the situation. Like I'm friends with other streamers that are playing through Fallout 4 right now, or Fallout 76, and fucking loving it.
Yeah.
That's just not your boy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually thinking about like picking up or buying Skyrim instead and doing that as my single player thing now.
Right.
Oh man.
Dude, I have Skyrim and I have Fallout 4. I just haven't actually played either of them.
Fallout 4 is great with mods. I have to say, I really enjoyed my time with Fallout 4.
I feel like Skyrim. I feel like first of all, Skyrim was just almost too in depth on every front, and I know that that's a good thing for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I even really like depth in games, but for me, it just felt like I felt like if I had to walk into a store and buy a potato, it took me 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That's just how Skyrim felt to me. The other thing was that I learned very early on that you couldn't just pick anything and be effective in it at like a neutral difficulty. You couldn't just be like, I'm gonna be a wizard and go be one.
Yeah.
Right.
It just didn't work.
You had to like learn to it.
Well, not only that, but just some of the spells that were like good, I guess. Some of the spells that were good in that game were summoning something to fight for you, because fighting for yourself was kind of, with magic, was just not very powerful at all. Not even close. So it
Gotcha.
just here's the way that I was able to successfully use magic in that game. I had to use magic to summon a bow, and then use the bow, and I was like a magic archer. I would cast a spell that summoned a really powerful bow, and then I would shoot things with it, and it would raise my magic skills and my archery skills.
Gotcha.
Just make
And
your
If
choice.
I didn't do it that way, just kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Path of Exile PS4. That'll be cool.
What that?
Path of what? You don't know what Path of Exile is?
Nope. Explain.
You are a Blizzard employee, right? It's Diablo. Only
Okay.
different.
I didn't play Diablo either, so if that helps.
but it's a free-to-play action RPG.
Gotcha.
That's kind of been given Blizzard enough
It's
of
a
a
new
run.
game made by Donny Osmond.
Yeah.
Exactly.
December 8th, PUBG. Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies ahead of my apologies ahead of time on that one.
Right? Ouch.
Can't win them all, but
We're sorry for your loss.
we're sorry.
Complex Diablo. It's a more
Yeah.
complex Diablo 3.
There you go. Yeah.
Not the most recent Diablo, of course. which you will not be getting.
Dude, I want to see Path of Exile Immortal trailer, even if it's just a shit fan one. Because you know people can make one, and it'll be funny as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here's a question. I wonder if PUBG on PS4 will be separated from the rest of the community.
Yes, I think so, probably.
Because everything on PS4 is separated.
I'm pretty sure they're trying to get rid of their separation anxiety.
They're trying. They're trying.
They're trying. But, like, it's not going great.
Yeah, they're working on it.
Why
So
did that not work?
it's great you guys mentioned Call of Duty and Fallout 76
Right?
already. It's yeah,
we got there fast.
Yep.
for real, because something else on the board.
Oh boy. There we go.
Here's Call of Duty. So we've had this weird situation where the release, for Battlefield is spread out.
Wow, she dragged that out way too long.
Now we got this. So
A Black Ops game has microtransactions?
but they
No.
didn't add them, but they didn't add them until well past.
Yeah.
So
They've been doing that for a while.
yeah, so the idea
Yeah.
is that, like, the critics can review the game and be like, well, there's no microtransactions and blah 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 blah.
Like,
And then
TBA,
go, oh,
yeah.
hey, look, microtransactions.
they've been doing that for a while now. That's the only thing that I'm like, okay, who cares?
Well, that's the thing. We should care.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
guess.
Nobody's caring.
Yeah.
That's the problem with the last thing I mentioned. Nobody's caring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The slope continues to slide, guys.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, like, I'm not buying them. I know a lot of people are,
That's true.
but when I see that shit in the game, I'm like, yeah, no. And if I play a game like this one that's got microtransactions in it, I'm like, yeah, no. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care if even if the next block of Magic cards comes out and they go, pay $30, get every card in the block. That's a really good deal for Magic cards. I'm still not going to do it.
Yeah.
Because they're digital Magic cards, and I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, another big difference, though, too, is that many of the games... This game is at least free to play in terms of its start. You can actually play the... I have not put a penny into the game. I've even not put a penny into Hearthstone.
Right.
Wow. Damn.
I think I bought one starter pack, one of the release packs of Hearthstone, and that's it.
I've been bad.
But I'm just saying, okay, but still, you could still play at a nothing or a very minimum, very low level, right?
Yeah.
Whereas when you look at some games, they're already charging you up front a $60 price tag plus, and then, oh, by the way, here's some more microtransactions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
That's not cool.
It's like they're having, it's double dipping and then some, yeah.
So
Pretty ridiculous.
I've been doing really well against this guy, and now he's ruining me with one combo.
Nice.
Oh, no.
Polyraptor. 5/5 dinosaur and enrage. Whenever Polyraptor is dealt damage, create a token that is a copy of Polyraptor.
Oh God!
Yep.
Get everyone, get in here.
And he has a guy out here, Forerunner of the Empire. Whenever Forerunner of the Empire whenever a dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you may have Forerunner of the Empire deal 1 damage to every creature.
Oh, everyone get in here.
So he does it 1 time. Right now, if you guys can see my stream, we've got Forerunner of the Empire, who he buffed up to have 9 health. He summons 1 Polyraptor, it shoots the Polyraptor. Now he has 2, and when the new one appears, he shoots everybody, and now he has 4. And when those ones appear, he shoots everybody 4 times, and now we have like 16 of them.
I want to get off Mr. Bones' wild ride.
Wait, is this ever gonna stop?
I don't know. I'm gonna let him do it because I want to see. I think I might set a record for how low my health gets.
I think no,
he gets to choose every time.
Oh, okay.
Also, when it summons a copy, the copies are 5/5, not damaged.
Oh no.
Oh.
So right now he has 8 5/5s, I think, and then like 4 5/4s and 3 5/3s, and
That's a yikes for me. Also, I'm facing off against a dragon deck.
You don't even have creatures. Why isn't he just clicking attack all?
So partially, I expected him to skip. I was at 16. I expected him to skip a turn to try and get more damage because there's a
he
quest.
didn't want to take that challenge for a rep.
Yeah, because I had red in my deck, so
yeah,
and he was literally at 1.
Oh yeah.
So I could have destroyed him if I had drawn the right card, but
yeah.
There's a quest near the end of your unlocking dex chain that is deal 100 damage to your opponents.
Oh.
So I was like, hey, I'm gonna let him do it because if he's stacking up, he could finish that entire quest on my face.
Oh.
I had a match where I finished it with the enemy being at -42 during the close phase.
Oh
wow.
Damn!
Jeez.
It was with my healing
Congrats.
deck. My healing deck has a few cards that steal life from the opponent, and so I got him down to 8 health, and I was up to over 100. And he managed to get rid of all my life stealing stuff and keep it away, so I couldn't finish him off. And then I drew a card that I put in there specifically for such a situation. That is, it's an artifact that can just sit and play and do nothing, but you can tap it and pay 50 life to deal 50 damage to target player.
Ah.
Oh.
Oh, game.
Got
Why
him.
you do this?
Wait, say that card one more time. What about dealing 50 damage?
You tap the artifact and pay 50 life
Yeah.
to deal 50 damage to target player.
Oh god,
So
that's
you
insane.
just both lose 50.
So you have to be a heal deck that can get yourself up over 50 to actually make any use of it. But
That's pretty solid though. That's like a fun combo.
although in big standoff matches, I've used cards like that before, where it's like EOG and I versus these 2 guys, and this guy's wrecking our face, and I'm like, all right, EOG, if I take both me and him out of the match,
Right.
can you fight the other guy?
I'm gonna attack somebody, lose all of my creatures, and take out as many his as possible, and then stack myself to kill his partner.
Or even play a card like that. I had a card once. I remember one of my big games back in high school. I played black red, and I had a black card that was, when you play it, it was a sorcery. When you play it, choose green or white. Destroy all creatures of that color. They can't be regenerated. You take 2 damage for each creature destroyed.
Oh.
And we had a team game that came down to me and one of my friends versus one of my other friends. That was all that was left. It was just the 2 versus 1. But he was playing a sapling deck, and he had just gotten his big combo out and had like 100 saplings and was going to wreck us both next turn. And I was like, all right, you ready to kill him? Boom. Nukes the board. I'm dead. I took 200 damage, but...
You just turn to him and say, remember me. Remember me.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Not incorrect.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have to do the epic death scene, even though you're still just playing cards. Salty lying on the floor. Go on to...
Every time I think about that, I think about that World of Warcraft.
This is, you're correct, Des.
That's right, Des. Magic the Gathering Arena.
Yes. Every time I think about something like that, I think about that World of Warcraft South Park episode.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
What's
yeah.
a South Park?
South Park.
It's just That was the best shit. Do you remember that, Tristan?
I mean, I've
Did you
seen
ever
clips
see
of it.
that? Okay.
Okay. We made it home safe, boys.
Yeah, Coffin brings up a big one. PlayStation skipping E3
Yep.
Oh,
for the first time in how many years?
they're gonna try to have.
Okay, at this point,
Actually, I do have that statistic. Hold up. I actually know how long.
They're gonna have SonyCon.
No, that's what I said. I'm pretty sure that's essentially what it's gonna be.
the thing is, I don't necessarily like the idea of a Sony product. At this point, E3 has become this garbled mess that I don't
24
care.
years. It was the first time in 24 years that they're missing it.
E3 used to be so cool, but in the last 5-6 years, it's just become garbage. Like I don't care for E3 anymore. When it comes up, I'm not excited. I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
So essentially, the options that what happened is that they don't have enough to make their
that's not a block.
to make their investors happy. They're making their own conference, or they have something else planned in the works. Is it just like Origins? I never played Origins. This is actually my first time playing through a Magic game, and I'm enjoying it. They give you a lot to start off with, which is really solid for keeping a player base.
Yeah.
And they're
nice.
really lenient in what they give you, and it's super nice.
You know what? They're giving us so much that I'm actually thinking I actually might spend a bunch of wild cards on making this dumb rat colony deck complete with a planeswalker.
I was thinking about doing that.
Nice.
Just because I'll get more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there is a deck that
Oh.
I'm
So yeah, Des, they
what am I gonna do? Run out of rats?
what deck did they start everyone out with? It was something really basic, right? Like a red.
I think it was a red deck.
one of each 5 colors.
Oh, it was one of each.
Yep.
Okay, so you get 5 decks, one of each single color, and then you win the dual color decks through quests.
Right.
Pretty good. Pretty good. And then there's the other, well, you win gold for quests. And then, let's see, of course, just like any draft mode, you would keep the cards that you draft. See, there's quest rewards. You can actually just get packs. Rewards for all the other modes. What else are what are we forgetting? Oh,
Really,
the wild
just
card.
Wild cards.
The wild
card.
card. As you open packs, in fact, I have some packs to open. You can see right here the wild cards. So I'm 2 away from getting a new rare wild card. So if I open 2 packs, that will fill, and I'll get a rare wild card, which is one you can then turn into anything via crafting.
Which is a super nice system to have in place. I love it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
In fact, I'll go ahead and crack some packs open right now.
Crack open a cold one.
That's right.
Cold pack of Guilds of
Cards.
Ravnica.
Got him.
Nice. And there is a uncommon wild card just in the pack. So that's kind of cool too.
Yeah.
Ooh, a Boros duel.
There it is. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, I'm probably going to make one of those Satan decks here in a minute.
Satan deck.
The Saproling decks with the Thundershoot Dryad.
Sounds about right.
There we go. There goes the wild
Piece of
card.
dick. Thundershoot Dryad is a 2/2 that at the beginning of every upkeep create a 1/1 green sapling. And when you get the City's Blessing, all saplings you control get +2/+2.
Oh.
Jeez.
So then you just,
Ew.
get 2 3/3s per turn. Just
Oh,
because.
great. It's disgusting.
All
So
right,
I'm
Coffin.
not.
Take it easy, man.
See you, Coffin. I'm not entirely convinced that I'm gonna win this fight, but I'm holding up okay against this stupid vampire deck.
Yeah. It's pretty much the best you can hope for against the deck.
Nice. I got Guild Mage's Forum.
You just gotta hold out until morning.
Yeah.
Except the dawn never comes.
That's kind of cool.
Dude, you know that would be a great secondary effect for Dawn of the Second Sun? Destroy all vampires.
Oh my god.
Have you guys seen Dawn of the Second Sun? Is it even in the game anymore?
Not that I know of, but it could be.
Yeah, it's not here anymore. It was in one of the packs that got, or one of the blocks that got removed whenever they closed the beta, whenever they left closed beta. Dawn of the Second Sun was a white card that cost 7 mana to play. That when you play it, gain 7 life and put Dawn of the Second Sun back in your deck 7 cards from the top. If this is the second time you've played Dawn of the Second Sun in this game, you win the game.
Oh, dang.
Wow.
So it's Approach of the Second Sun. It was an no cat. Thank you, Wiggles.
Thank you. Yay, Wiggles.
Yeah.
Did you call him Moogles?
No.
Googles.
That's what I heard.
Dang, his name's not leaked.
Yeah, it's not in there anymore.
Okay, so I'm just top decking now. But it's okay because I have rat colonies.
Dude,
Wiggles.
Kupo, am I right, Wiggles?
1, 2,
I feel bad
3,
about that one.
3, 7, 8, 9. I can do damage. Oh, I love Banefire. Oh, I love this card. Now, if he has ways to counter me, I'm dead. But oh, god damn it! I said it too quickly.
Another rat colony.
Yeah, it shouldn't be able to counter Banefire. That's kind
Oh, never mind. It can't counter it. Nice. Yeah. Look at that.
Yep.
Woo!
It's pretty fun that way.
That's a little ridiculous. But I like it, because it helped me. If it's 5 or greater, it can't be countered. That's insane.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I had a situation where like I could have just straight up lost there, but Banefire came into clutch. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna nuke him from 9 health down to 0. We had exactly enough.
Dude, this rat colony deck, I think I might win.
Oh my god.
Suck it, vampires.
So should I do a draft now? Is that like a decent idea?
That's what I was planning on late. Yeah, after my quest is over.
I am probably going to go for more of those wild cards for a little bit.
Yeah. I have 3 mythic rare wild cards, so I don't really need them. I think I want to go for at least 1 more draft. I'm not good at them, but we'll see.
I might actually not win this.
Also, if you're curious, Deez, the reason why the draft is so good is because it gives you all the cards that you get from the draft, which is kinda insane.
Which is the way that drafts are supposed to work.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
So the vampire, the white-black vampire that buffs all vampires, is less than 3 converted cost, and the Bishop of Rebirth is a vampire cleric that can pull cards from your graveyard to the battlefield, thereby buffing herself in response to attacking. You know, oh god, that needs to go. I'm so sick of that deck. Dude, Rats on Rats is not as good as that deck.
Rats on Rats sounds like the worst, like, rap group ever.
I was about to say.
They name themselves the Rat Pack. Okay, I'll stop.
Oh no.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
I really think I might just start conceding when I see the first vampire drop. I just don't want to fight him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played the vampires for a little while, but I wouldn't just grind them to the ground like that.
Look,
I'm
grinding with a vampire deck like that is fine if it's not the deck that beats all decks right now.
Right.
Like that's what kind of changes it for me, right? Just I don't know.
Wiggles help. What do I pick?
Vanquisher's Banner. I don't know what that is, Wiggles.
It's probably a card.
It's a game. It's not Magic, and there are no vampires.
Yeah.
In it. Hooray!
Yay.
I don't know what this is. Should I go with a white deck? This looks kind of nice. Chemistry is pretty decent. Which one is chemistry? Oh, chemistry's inside. Oh, green. Also Vanquisher. Oh wait, do I have Vanquisher? I don't see Vanquisher. So there's Notion Rain.
Vanquisher's Banner is a great card to play if you're playing a vampire deck.
Yep.
Oh.
Imagine that.
I mean, it's great if you're playing any tribal deck, honestly.
Yeah.
Blue black, survey 2, then draw 2 cards. Notion Rain deals 2 damage to you.
Yeah. Vanquishers just said. Vanquishers is an artifact you pay 5 mana. You choose any creature type, and then as long as it's in play, all those creatures get +1/+1. And if you play a creature of that type, you draw a card.
Oh, so that would be good for the rat colony.
That would be good for any tribal deck, any merfolk deck, elf deck, rat deck, doesn't matter.
He's trying to keep the rats down, but you can't keep the rats down.
Can't keep the rats down is the first song in the
You can't. Oh my god, Tristan.
Ooh, green white. How is that?
It's
Biggles, I'm
pretty good.
I'm seriously considering spending some wild cards to make the rat deck like functionally efficient. Like putting in a planeswalker or two, like actually making the deck good.
Going to Worlds with some fucking rats. I love it.
Wait, is Immortal Sun in this? Oh my god, I need that.
I'll probably pick green white because I see a ton of green cards here, and then I'll decide from there what I want.
Oh my god,
yeah,
it
I
is.
saw Immortal Sun.
EOG, you need that.
What's up?
Immortal Sun.
Oh.
Just look at it. Just search for it. Oh my god, that's incredible. I didn't realize it was in this pack. In this block. Yeah, don't get Planeswalkers, get the Immortal Sun.
There you go.
Click the wildcard button so you can see cards you don't own. I think you have to hit enter after you type it in.
Yeah, I did.
I did that.
Maybe your filters are blocking it. It's an artifact.
I don't know. I tried to turn off the planeswalker filter, but I guess it didn't. Okay, let's try this again. I have all the filters off. Immortal Sun. Players can't activate Planeswalker's loyalty abilities. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card. Spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Creatures you control get +1/+1. That's pretty dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is super dirty.
When
That's really dirty.
this enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life for each creature in your graveyard. That could be solid. Green white. No, sorry, just green. Versus destroy target creature with flying or destroy target permanent. I think I like that better.
Okay, I typed in Immortal, and now I'm looking at Squee the Immortal, and I fucking love this card.
Dude, all the Squee cards are great.
Yeah.
Dude,
What's a
Squeeze right.
it's 3 mana.
Squee is a legendary
2/1.
goblin.
He's a legendary goblin, Squee the Immortal. He's a 2/1 for 3 mana, but you may cast him from your hand, graveyard, or from exile.
What?
Your opponent's like, remove Squee from the game, and you're like, that's okay, he's still here.
Yeah.
Squee
No one can get rid of Squee.
Squee is a goblin planeswalker who is probably just the best joke that's ever been in the game.
He's not a planeswalker, he's a creature.
Well, I mean, planeswalker as in Jason and all of them.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, so the Immortal Sun looks really cool. I was going to filter by Planeswalker and just take a look, because I know there were a few in here that were really good. Let's see. Okay, so Liliana the Necromancer was pretty decent. She starts with 4 loyalty, +1, target player loses 2 life, that's fine. -1, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Well, that's nice because rats.
Yeah.
And -7, destroy 2 target creatures and put up to 2 creatures from your from graveyards onto the battlefield under your control. You know, honestly, that's probably a little bit less for rats and more for just being a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, apparently Squee has just always been immortal. The first Squee card was just at the beginning of your upkeep. If Squee is in your graveyard, return it to your hand.
Solid.
The next one was an enchantment that you could put on a creature called Squeeze Embrace. So that was enchanted creature gets +2/+2. When enchanted creature dies, put it back in your hand.
Oh my god. Squee is all powerful.
I like Squee.
And then there was the Squeeze toy,
Yep.
which was probably the best one.
Squeeze toy. I like that.
It was an artifact that could block a damage off a creature.
Yeah, I mean, really, the Liliana the Necromancer feels a little bit more involved than I may want for the rats. Like, returning 2 creatures from any graveyards into the battlefield under my control, it feels pretty unlikely that I'm going to bring rats back at that point. Like, I'd probably be bringing back some shit my opponents have lost. Although, Vraska Scheming Gorgon has creatures you control get +1/+0 till end of turn. Then again, that's the same buff I'd get for playing a rat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take off the filter and just look. I think Wiggles was saying I might want Karn.
Karn.
Sort of like Squee.
Whee.
Okay.
I have a pretty solid deck, gotta say.
Karn is cool, and I actually might end up with Karn for, I was gonna also, so the decks that I'm thinking about working,
Damn it.
the rat deck and a blue-red artifact deck.
I just made an entire white deck, and I was like, alright, let's try this out. And then I was like, wait a minute, and I looked at my missions, my objectives, and they're all play black spells.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
Usually try to do that and then play fun decks. But Karn looks like it'd be nice for, obviously, for the blue-red artifact deck.
Yeah, probably. Yo, what the hell are you? You look cool. Haste Mentor, prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt but to other creatures you control.
How is this a card?
I don't know.
4 mana. Also, as an additional cost, sacrifice a creature. Draw 3 cards.
I have that in my rat deck.
Okay, that makes sense, but I mean, 4 mana to draw 3 cards already seems like an almost appropriate cost. I mean,
Yeah,
they have a card that's 7
hefty.
mana to draw 7 cards.
Yeah, there's a blue card that's 4 mana, draw 3 cards, and then discard 1
Right.
1 card.
So survey is pretty solid, right? Like I would want a card called Dazzling Lights that would be target creature gains -3/-0 until the end of turn. Survey 2 for 1 mana.
I mean, that's a pretty cool card.
I think that's a pretty good card.
Seems
I
good.
saw someone using it. Wait a second, what the hell am I doing? I'm not running a blue deck.
Man,
Oops, into the sideboard with it.
Into the sideboard it goes. That was a bit of an oopsie. Forgot what kind of deck I was running for a second. Conclave Tribunal. Whenever Conclave Tribunal enters the battlefield, exit target non-land permanent an opponent controls until it leaves. Oh yeah, no, we've seen cards like this. That's nice. Why did I think I was doing a blue deck? Anyway. You may target any number of untapped creatures you control until the end of turn for each target creature tapped this way. Oh, shit.
Take an extra turn after this one. Gross.
I like this, but I want to get more lower cost stuff. So... Hunted Witness sounds about right.
Put into your hand and the other into your graveyard.
whoa. I don't even know. I mean, sure, why not? It's my first time playing this deck. I might as well just play whatever it gives me.
That sounds about right.
There you go.
I ain't scared.
So anyway, did we have another topic after? Since we were...
I've got something.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
So there was a Mixer tweet. 10 hours ago.
Was there?
So
I'm
this
not
is
familiar.
really interesting to me. So let me preface this by talking about the new Spark system that we mentioned last week, 2 weeks ago, whenever it was.
Hold up.
Um,
Continue.
So in short, Sparks, the useless currency that you've been building up because they're there and you get them for free, are now being measured on partnered streamers' channels. And if that partner streamer reaches certain benchmarks of sparks spent in their channel, they get a money reward. And so, that being said, people like myself are sitting on these massive stockpiles of sparks because most of the time I earn sparks by streaming, and, you know, it's just, there's no real incentive to use it. I just use it whenever I feel like.
Yeah.
So, Mixer made a statement the first week that...
Oh, right. Here we go.
The amounts of money... The amount of money that partner streamers get from the spark rewards would change over time because people would have less sparks. Right now, with a huge stockpile of sparks, they've got to be careful and not just not just have people dumping their sparks out and just everybody making bank out of this. They kind of wanted to fix the fact that there are huge stockpiles of sparks and then roll out higher rewards. And we've already seen this. Week 1. I don't remember all the amounts, but I remember that the first amount was like $20, and I remember the last amount was $150 for 5 million sparks.
Yeah.
Last week was week 2, and I don't know the first amounts or anything. I only know the last total, the 5 million. I want to say was like $500 or something crazy.
Yeah.
It was this really high amount. And, you know, that makes sense to me. People dumped their stockpiles, and now the amount is going up. But... now that brings us to this tweet from today. Mixer says, Spark update. Starting now, all Spark earn rates have been increased. These new per minute rates begin immediately, and we look forward to your continued feedback. The Spark earn rates used to be 2 sparks per minute, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 sparks per minute. Now it is 50 sparks per minute. It was 2 for normal, 4 for pro. Now it is 50 sparks for a regular user, 100 sparks for a pro user or a subscriber to the channel that they're watching, and 25 additional sparks if you're watching Mixer Channel 1.
Oh.
So
that ain't the lamest shit.
And when I went to do all my interview stuff, I just looked at the channel on Channel 1 and got 50K sparks.
There's so many sparks. So here's the thing.
When did that start? Today?
Today.
So you can't even see it. It's not even reflected if you look at your thing and see how many sparks you're earning.
Yeah, if anyone just wants to check out their sparks right now, it's probably gone up quite a bit.
Holy crap! Yeah, my
Yeah.
sparks is...
Oh, okay. So
Wow.
hang on, guys. Hang on. Here. So what I said, my wife actually told me that. She spotted it, and I said, "Oh, so they're doing that so they can lower the amount of money that people get from sparks." And now, right now, this very moment, I'm looking at a partner streamer's channel. 100,000 sparks gives him $2.
Yep.
300,000 gives him $6. 500,000 gives him $10. So now I would love to look at another one. Let me see if I can find a.
They've changed it quite a bit. I noticed that earlier today.
Oh,
I had a DM to me that they changed it.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find. If someone else finds one first, I'd know the second tier of crystal.
Let me take a look at some partners. Hold on.
If you have any partners that you think have already passed like 700,000 or something.
Oh my god.
Not just yet. Hold up. Let me take a look.
That sucks, but I'm actually more upset about the...
Found one.
Okay,
this
what are the
one's
values?
at 1.1 million, and 1.25 million is $22.
Okay.
5 million is $82.
So that's not a small amount of money. The question is, will you be able to earn more than 5 million sparks in a week? And I think the answer is still probably going to be no.
Yeah.
So this now, okay. I'm just going to organize my thoughts because I was just trying to hit like 7 topics. First of all, I have been hearing I'm not going to go into a big rant here or anything, but this sort of update left out on unpartnered streamers, and that's okay. But it does a little bit alienate us from the group. And we've talked about this on stream before. Now, what I think is actually detrimental here, there's been a point that a lot of partner streamers have been making that I can't argue, which is, I mean, there are arguments for and against it. You can't just say, no, that's wrong, right? The argument is this. If people are watching more streams to earn more sparks, then there will be more people watching Mixer, and that will help everyone, the Mixer community as a whole. And that is arguable, but it makes sense. However, now if people are watching to earn sparks, if that's the goal, to watch Mixer to earn sparks, they will not be dispersing their viewership.
They're watching Mixer to one.
And that's where I think the big problem is.
Right, that's why I said, and the whole thing stinks just because of that channel one thing.
Well, for me, it stinks because of this. Let's look at our friend Virus. He's partnered, and he's been reaching the 1.25 million mark pretty consistently. I think he reached 2.5 on the first week.
Yeah, I was there when we pushed him to 2.
Yeah, and now he's gone from that being able to he had a consistent fan base able to reach a mark where he made like maybe $200 in a week, which is awesome. And now that is probably worth like $60, right? Yeah. And it's now on the other hand, those people are earning sparks at an obscenely high rate, so he should be able to reach the 5 million now, right? He couldn't before, but now there's nowhere for him to grow on this spark market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is really just kind of confusing. Now, from the viewer experience, this is better.
If 5 million is $82, then I'd say probably the whole 5 million together is like 100, maybe a little more, right? Maybe like 125 or something like that. That's a potential per week.
And that's nice.
That's not counting subs or donations. That's just a nice little perk that Mixer is throwing at you.
It's nice, but it feels disingenuous from the way it started.
Right, yeah, no, I get that.
It's not... The problem... Okay, we have to remember that they've inflated the market. Over a day, I've gone from being able to earn a handful of sparks in a day to being able to earn thousands and thousands of sparks in a day.
Yeah, the fucking sparks that I still had are now useless because you can earn that.
Exactly. I have saved up over the course of like just a long ass time. Like
how many sparks did you have?
Yeah, God.
Because I think she's the winner.
Honestly, probably.
Well, she also spends sparks a lot too, I think. You might be the winner, Salty. Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, okay, never mind.
Whew, that's a lot.
Yeah, no. Whenever they
I got over 300K, Tristan.
Holy shit!
Whenever
you can bankroll a partnered streamer.
Yeah, buddy.
Whenever they rolled out the first wave of crystals, I had 400,000.
Wow.
I remember the first crystal.
I spent half of that up until yesterday. So I was at about 200,000 yesterday, and now today I'm at 313.
Oh my god, that's a lot.
1,100. Whoa.
So yeah.
I watch a lot of Mixer streamers. I mean, the thing is, I never used to watch streams, but since I've started streaming on Mixer, I've made a lot of friends here, and so I watch my friends.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
So pretty much every day I'm bouncing between, like, I watch Invis for a little while, and then I watch Gilius for a little while, and then I watch someone else. Like, it's just...
Right.
So here's the thing. It's probably better for the viewers now because they can send more gifts and they can interact more. So that's nice. So really, there are only two things about this that bother me. One is we talked about Tristan when this first was dropped. There was a streamer who had immediately out of the already hit the 5 million like within the first evening.
Yeah.
And that person had nowhere else to go. There's no he's capped out his potential earning, right? So we talked about that person. Well, now look at that person's stream. Hell, from the same level of support, he can hit that 5 million with I mean, Jesus. We went from if those people were getting 2 to 4 per, now they're getting 50 to 125 per minute. Just holy shit.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs.
And so my thing was that yesterday I'm okay with the spark system because it's at such a slow drip rate that people were worried it was going to spam chat, and now it's not going to anymore. That has changed.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, how we doing, Com? Yeah. So.
Come, what's up?
The other thing is, the other thing they rolled out,
Like, I get it,
was
because
yesterday.
yeah. So before we get into that, I just want to say I get why they did this to start off with. More than anything, Mixer wants people to have sparks because they want people to get that immediate dopamine effect of saying, "Hey, look, I've just helped someone," and you
Yeah,
can't
look
do
what
it.
I did.
You can't do that if you drip feed it to people. So, like, honestly, I don't
So
think
we're
this
not
is
going to drip feed people dopamine. We're just going to shove it down their throats.
yeah, because it's
Yeah.
it's kids.
There you go.
Because it's kids and they want to be able to do that.
Well, again, this is better for the viewers. I understand
Yeah.
that too. However, there's nowhere for people to grow anymore.
That is true.
How are people going? What are you going to do when you're like, oh man, this time I hit the next benchmark. Oh, next week I hit the next benchmark. Once you get that 5 million, which Virus is going to get it. I'm telling you.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like,
he will.
Oh yeah.
He's absolutely going to get it now. Now what? Now this is just a permanent fixture. And also, people are going to be building up sparks so fast. How do we know they're not going to do this like another time? They're not going to inflate the sparks economy another time.
Yeah.
And every time they do it, they lower. So my only two complaints with this: one, the cap is easier to reach, and there's nowhere to go beyond it. It's a cap. And the
Yeah.
other complaint is that, their people are going to watch Channel 1 to farm sparks, which means they're not actually spreading the love to anyone other than.
Well, people are going to watch Channel 1 to farm sparks, which means they're not going to be watching Monster Cat to farm sparks.
Well, okay. So the thing is, if you sit down at your computer and you're like, "Hey, I'm going to work on this thing, but I want some background noise," you are incentivized to watch a Mixer channel to get some background noise. Maybe
Yeah.
you'll watch Monster Cat. Maybe you'll watch a stream. I don't know.
I literally did that today while I was doing work, or
Yeah.
told myself I was going to do my work and then didn't do my work.
There you go.
That is amazing. I played a 6/6 flying trample, and I felt bad about it. On the following turn, he played a 2/3 reach death touch. And I was like,
Oh.
like, good for you, buddy. Seriously.
Whoops.
Jeez.
But
Yikes.
yeah, so now whenever those people are like, "Hey, I want to farm sparks and my favorite streamer's not on yet," they won't go to an unpartnered. They won't go to someone else. They won't look for a game. They'll just go to Channel 1 to farm sparks, and
Yeah.
that means
Yep.
that means the primary argument for how the spark system has benefited non-partner streamers is erased.
Yeah.
And
Yikes.
again, it's still fine it's good for the viewers. I get that. This is a good thing for the experience of Mixer. It just kind of feels
Hey, thanks for the follow, Grumbling N.
a little exclusionary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
Also, my stockpile of sparks is meaningless now.
Yeah.
That makes me a bit sad.
That makes me just a little bit.
A bit sad.
I keep forgetting what kind of deck I'm building, so I keep picking blue spells. What's wrong with me? What's wrong
Hey,
with me?
Grumbling End, what's up?
How is you? White, green.
I don't actually watch Channel 1, since I'd get more from one of the people I'm actually subs to. That's a good point.
No,
So-
no, that's not true. Oh, actually, no, you're not pro.
Yeah, if you're not pro, then that is true, right?
Yeah,
That's a
I'm
little
pro.
bit up there.
So I'm
So if
pro,
you're-
so the most that I can get is by watching Channel 1.
Right, yes. So if you subscribe to somebody but you're not pro, then you're better off watching the person you subscribe to. Question though, what if I just have Channel 1 on muted on a one tab?
I
and
mean,
then
that
watch
would
someone
work.
on the other?
What do you
That
what do you think I was doing?
Right? No, but I mean, what if you're watching two? Which one counts?
I'm pretty sure Channel 1 supersedes.
Excellent. In that case,
I
in
think
that case, Channel 1's gonna have some weird ass
Fuck.
numbers.
yeah.
Wow, we have 7
So-
billion people watching the
Yeah.
channel. I don't know how.
Ah, damn it.
All of them have.
So I didn't attack
name
my
numbers.
flying trample dude because he had the reach death touch dude. And I was like, well, I'll just have to find a way to get rid of him. And then later he played murder on my flying dude. I was like, damn it.
Rip.
Well, shit. Well, this person just used a burn spell on a rat, and that just makes me happy, whether I win or lose.
That's great.
This red blue person over there is over there going, I don't really know how to handle someone who doesn't care about his own creatures.
Yeah.
Like, what if I burn him? And I'm like, do it.
Do it, you won't. I think there'll be a few more balanced spark earnings spending before it's decent. But is there a perfect system for sparks as of now? I think that you bring up a great point, and no, I don't think that there's a perfect system.
I don't think so either.
Since
I think
the
that
system's
mixers-
constantly changing. There's no way to guess what's going to happen.
The second anytime you put into an economy that means something, you're gonna have problems. Like
Right.
we're not saying that
Yeah.
anything that Mixer's doing is bad. However,
no.
we want to also bring up these concerns so it's not mediocre at best.
Right. And I, honestly, if this
Oh,
ruins,
fuck.
if them bringing this out here hurts unpartnered streamers, but it helps partnered streamers to such a huge degree that it like starts making their platform a little more stable, and it helps viewers to such a high degree that it makes the viewing a little bit like more enjoyable and more stable.
Yeah,
That's kind of worth it, right? Like,
it's both worth it in our eyes and both worth it in the eyes of the company.
right. So, the concerns that unpartnered streamers like us have with the Spark system are only getting worse as they make these changes.
Yeah.
So, hopefully, and I'm really thinking that this is important here. Hopefully, they will fix the fact that there's nothing that sparks are meaningless in our channel. Hell, if they had sparks mean something to even after reaching 5 million and mean something on non-partnered channels, even if it's something just small or just like showing off, or hell, how about you get the sparks?
Yeah.
Like, they're just kind of handed around. You spend 1,000 here, I get 1,000. You know, like that kind of thing.
If it was
Right.
drip fed, but it was shared amongst everyone, and the only downward sync was partnered streamers, people would put on interactive boards, just
Yeah.
straight up. I would do it because then
Yep.
I would take those. I'd bump my numbers back, my dumb goofy sound effects back up to 5,000
Yeah.
because then I'd
Then
be
you
able
can
to
just
spend
feed
it.
it to someone else later. Yeah.
Yeah, I then can give all that to Virus, which I'd
So,
be happy
yeah.
about.
So like, and wouldn't that be cool if Virus reaches 5 million and then you go and dump some sparks in his channel, and instead of wasting, he gets those, so he can go and dump them wherever he
Yeah.
wants. Like that.
There's
sort
a
of
lot
thing
of
sounds
there's
really
a lot of different ways to approach this. Like other people are saying, you can bank the sparks. There's like the best thing about right now is that it's created a discussion that wasn't there previously.
Yes, and that's what we're having here. We're not attacking the system because it's really cool, and I really like the way that it allows people, without spending anything, to mean something to support the channels. But it has created this discussion that I think is important to have.
It's also helped our friends.
It helps our friends.
Yeah.
It helps our friends.
So yeah, but so we're really happy with it. I don't want to make it sound like we all hate it.
Yeah.
We're really happy with it. It's just also a little bit scary for us. It's a little bit scary for us because company. Okay, here's why this is really scary. Go look at that tweet and look at the responses to it. And it's just
I don't
thousands of
wanna.
people going, "Yay!"
Mm.
And nobody seems to be caring about the potential issues involved with it.
Yeah.
And that's what's scary to me.
So, I don't know how to say this correctly.
Get used to it.
There's a lot of
That is exactly.
Mixer Twitter has a bit of a kumbaya culture that if you even try to break it, people get fucking angry at you.
Mm.
I have noticed that.
I've been on the receiving end of this, and even when I was like suggesting something, it's weird, and you have to play by its rules. But like I get it because it's it's still a small service, and so people want it to succeed, and they don't want to focus on the negative because we're not at that point yet where it makes sense from like a consumer culture kind of thing to focus on the negative. Also, not all the negatives make sense in the long run.
I can respect that, but on the other hand, how is it not obvious that as Mixer streamers, we want it to succeed too?
Yeah.
Right.
And I totally get you, Payne. I get you. D-Payne.
Yeah.
I get you, and I wasn't thinking that you were doing anything other than contributing to the conversation. I just think it's important, you know, whenever we have a tendency, especially Thursday night, we like air our grievances on Thursday night.
We kind of do.
Oh yeah, and we'll even play devil's advocate sometimes too.
Yes,
I mean,
I love doing that.
We have a substitute streamer today, the Salty Minstrel, who's in here just to make sure that we keep the salt flowing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dude,
It's a whole thing.
Look at this.
It's a thing.
Look at this. I had 4 doomed dissenters in play. You know what they do, right?
Yeah.
They
Well,
do
I do.
dissent.
I had an Open the Graves, so it's kind of non-token creature, and then I played Ravenous Harpy and paid 4 mana to sacrifice my 4 doomed dissenters to make it bigger. So now I have 8 2/2 zombies in play.
No, please. No, please.
Guys, this deck is dumb and I don't like it. I want to go back.
Festivus.
Is there a go
Festivus.
back option? No. None of
Well, I
these
don't know how to play
cards are.
Magic, but the Spark stuff, I do have an understanding of that.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the stream, D Payne.
There you go.
90% of what we do isn't actually talking about the game.
Well, so we try to shift around. We started by talking about friend matches, but it's weird. Our Thursday nights, we want to play these card games, and there just aren't enough modes in the card games.
Why?
To...
Why, you son of a bitch?
But there's always that.
I have a mission to attack
There's
with so
that
many
salt.
creatures, and I had my 8 zombies, I had my flying harpy, I played 2 acts of treason to take his 2 creatures, and while it was waiting for him to say, okay, resolve the second act of treason, he said good game and conceded. It's like, if you had clicked one button, I could have attacked with all, and I would have finished my damn mission.
This is my problem with the mission system in games like this. It's actually not even concede at that point. Like, that's how
Right.
a Magic game would have gone. You would have been like, and I cast this, and I cast this, and he'd have been like, okay, that's
I'm
cool,
done.
you did enough.
Yeah.
You don't have to count
Yeah.
it. We know you did enough,
Yep.
right? But yeah. So our Thursday nights, we want to play these card games together. We have a card game stream together every Thursday, Hearthstone, Magic, whatever. But it's difficult to talk about it. Let's say I'm sitting here talking about what I hope to draw next and what my opponent's doing. There are 4 of us, and if you're watching Tristan's stream, you don't necessarily want to hear the play-by-play of mine.
That's why that's why I only bring it up whenever I do something like actually
Yeah.
useful.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or I'll
So-
ask Wiggles for advice because I'm scared of this game.
Wiggles help!
Wiggles help!
Wiggle help!
Wiggle help!
Wiggle help!
Well, you know what? I also asked Salty to help, but he's here now.
Yeah.
I can't help now.
Help! I'm fighting Salty. It's scary.
Oh god. Continue. I'm trying to work on poetry project. No. Have you thought about that? Just like no.
Yes, but have you considered Wiggles help?
So write your poetry about helping EOG with magic.
Yeah, there it is.
And try to explain that. Try to explain that just that phrase to someone who doesn't understand streaming. Hi, yes. So there's this man that I don't know. I know him through the internet, though. Well, I
He
don't know
sorta
his
knows
name.
me.
Yeah.
He has
I-
seen my face.
I follow him. No, not that way. Like you know Instagram. Look, just never mind.
All right, I need to draw a swamp. Come
Oh,
on,
man.
card of the cards.
You're
Let's
gonna
go.
love this one. But Swamp's not here.
Ooh, are you a Twitch boy? Curious. Or did you go to TwitchCon then? The only con I've gone to PAX, and that was interesting. Told that story enough times.
You're gonna love this one, Tristan.
Ahoy!
So at my last job, I was working, and my direct supervisor, not like she wasn't a supervisor, she wasn't a manager, she was just the lead over the project that we were working on.
Mislead, yeah.
Yeah. Mislead.
She said something about how her Instagram was blowing up, and I was like, all right, so I gotta ask you a question. You know, I'm afraid to ask other people, but what the fuck is Instagram? She's like,
Instagram.
Instagram. Nice.
Yes.
Instagram.
Instagram.
Fucking
and
killing me with that.
she thought it was the funniest shit ever.
Yeah, I mean
Nice.
it is. It's
Oh,
pretty
no.
funny. Well, to be
And
fair,
that-
I
and that was when I
also
realized I was old.
Instagram was my Fortnite for a while, where I'm just like, fuck it, I'm not doing this. I don't like it. There's nothing about this that I want to do. I'm just not feeling this.
Okay, Wiggles, the
Wiggles,
immortal
yeah.
son won me a game.
Hey.
Nice.
What did it do again?
Okay, so nobody can use Planeswalker abilities while it's on the battlefield. And I draw 2 cards every turn instead of 1. And my creatures get +1/+1, and my spells cost 1 less.
Oh.
So it costs 6 mana to play, but now every turn I draw 2 rats and play them both, and all my rats are stronger.
It's gross.
It was the fact that I was drawing 2 per turn that really did it.
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
Powerful and slightly oppressive. That is my new description for Mr. Wiggles.
Yeah. Trying to lower my card count, and it's hard. And I'm just...
Oh God, why? This asshole just played 2 Enigma Drakes on the same turn.
Kill him.
Kill him.
Kill him. So, it's D-Pain. What were you doing at TwitchCon?
Yeah, curious.
I'm very curious, too.
Um,
Playing it in,
I'm
well.
gonna keep this hand, and it might be the death of me.
that's
Why
the
is
spirit.
everybody playing this
my
damn
opponent
red-blue deck?
defeated. Hey!
Hey.
I didn't even get to choose to keep the hand.
Seriously, why is everybody playing this damn red-blue deck?
I wish I had an answer. It's generally not a good idea to take less forests and plains, right? Probably YouTuber made a video on it. That's
I mean, that totally depends on the cards in your
Probably.
deck.
probably
Yeah.
Funny, Wiggles.
like he's probably right.
Well, but
That's the worst part.
red burn is a thing that I'm okay with dealing with. Blue bounces and counters are a thing that I'm not okay with dealing with, and when you combine the two, I'm really not okay.
I just fuming.
I just hate it. You're like, bounce that creature and kill that one, and you're like,
This
fine, I'll
guy just-
replay it. Counter!
He
Ha ha!
He played 2 Enigma Drakes in the same turn on like turn 3, and then on the next turn he played 3 sorceries and hit me with 2 6/2 flyings. Like, how am I supposed to even?
You don't.
You just don't.
Pretty much.
You just do not even.
Yeah.
I
Sorry I had to learn that way, but yeah.
just have to pumpkin spice it out and not
Yeah,
do
you
that.
you just spice it out, Salty. Just pumpkin spice it out.
Mm.
I used to stream there,
Big-
and I went over there to see some of my friends that I met on Twitch.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Get him, Rat Colony.
Yeah, get him, boss.
Yeah, beat it.
Yeah. God, we've spent too much time.
No. We spent just the right amount of time together.
Yep.
No more, though. No more, though. That would be scary.
Yeah. Oh no, poor Kiana.
Alright, I finally finished playing the card decks I have to play for my quests, and now I can play the decks I actually want to play.
There you go.
Yay!
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's really cool, though, D-Pain. So are you, like, relatively new to Mixer? I suppose I could just look and see what level you are. No, you're not new to Mixer.
I mean, he's got pro.
I still worth
Yeah.
checking.
Yeah, true. Gosh, I'm still 3 cards. I don't want to get rid of any more cards. Stop it. I like my deck.
Oh!
Oh,
Yay! Yay! Look at how good I am, guys. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see it. Do it again.
I started
Got
this deck. It asked me whether I wanted to keep or mulligan. I said keep, and then the opponent exploded.
Nice.
Love it when that
Talk
happens.
about a god hand. Wow.
God Hand. God Hand sounds like the first like Christian movie to come out in like a couple years.
Oh god! No, God Hand is the best video game ever.
The best video game ever. Okay.
It's a PS2 game.
Oh, it's a legitimate game. Okay.
Yeah,
you
this
confused me
company
for
this company made it as they're trying to make a 3D beat 'em up game, like the old arcade 2D beat 'em up games.
Right.
And so it's cheesy as fuck. All the acting is like fucking B-movie, action movie acting. And the fighting system is like a beat 'em up, and your hits don't have to land perfectly. So you can like launch an opponent, they'll go flying into the air, and then you can just start punching the air, and when they come back down, they'll just get tossed around by your punches. It's so funny to play.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
It's hard as fuck, though.
Don't get me wrong. I'm still upset about it. But
The difficulty of the game is based on how well you're doing. There's an experience bar on the bottom, and it goes from level 1 to 2 to 3 to level die.
Level die?
Yeah, and every time you take damage, you lose experience. Every time you deal damage, you gain experience. And when the level
That's
goes
some
up,
dumbness. What in the hell?
dude, like I said, it's a dumb but amazing game.
Okay, I want to see if this combo works.
Joint
I kind of
don't
have a combo working.
I do not have this
that's
thing.
bullshit. Oh, that's some super bullshit.
Super bullshit.
No, I don't
My
want to deal
favorite.
with this at all.
No, you have to.
Yeah, that is a good level to be at. Yeah,
It's
no one's gonna
T-Pain
mess with
says,
that.
I've been regularly since August, so I feel new. That is pretty new. Although it's maybe it's the pro that's doing it, but you're level 85. I'm only level 102 here, and I've been streaming here for a long time.
So it really starts to creep.
It
to the
ramps,
crawl.
right?
Yeah, like a lot. I'm here for 6 months now. I'm level 95. So that should give you an example.
Yeah, I feel like I hovered at 98 for the longest.
Yeah, it really slows to a crawl.
Yeah, it does.
Which is funny because now they actually that means something because some stickers are locked off based on your level.
Right.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah, so I was about to drop earlier. I almost went to drop a salt icon in our own chat when we were talking about salty, and I was like, "No, but this will take me like 4 minutes to make up."
Oh no! Oh, whoa! That's new. Hold up. Which one is that? Hold on. I need to go to my own chat to figure this. Which one is that?
What
Oh
happened?
damn! That's level 110. You're level 110.
Yeah, buddy.
What
Dude,
the?
it's 2,000 for that one. I saw someone drop a like 50,000 sticker. It's like the portrait one. It's like 50,000. It's just there so you can drop sparks.
Yeah. Oh, the portrait. I think it's of Matt, probably. That's funny.
Almost 115. Jeez.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm sitting at 95, and I feel like I've been there forever.
Yeah, that's the general mood.
Yep.
So, okay, I'm playing against a general white-black life gain deck, and I'm playing a white whatever cards I had to throw in it deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, and I'm gonna do it. Wait. But should I?
That's a great question. What would Uther do is the real question.
What would Uther do?
I have a card that could destroy
the amount of leverage we've gotten out of that ridiculous. Ooh, I'm a noob. I can actually explain this. So,
Please do.
colors.
There you go.
So, from my very limited understanding of Magic, colors essentially is your mana. So, I'm curious, which card games have you played, D-Pain, if any? Because then I can explain it in those terms. To give some stream lore of the stream that you're in right now, we all met through.
I love that.
Yeah,
Nice.
we all met through Hearthstone. So my understanding of this game, a lot of it runs through Hearthstone. 3 blockers, yes. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So essentially, it's your mana for this game, and what you to then play your cards. So say I'm playing a green-white deck. I have both a white mana and a green mana. In order to play this card, we'll pick a different card. Luminous Bond. I took one look at that. I'm like, fuck it. I'm not pronouncing that one.
Wiggles, help!
Wiggles, help!
I can't pronounce this card.
Take a look at Luminous. Take a look at Luminous Bonds.
So
It's one white energy and then 2 of any color that I have. So you can see just underneath me there are my 2 and then the 1. So I have enough to pay for that.
EOG.
Why does it spell so weird?
I played a Daybreak Chaplain, which is just a 1 free lifelink.
Yep.
And I gave it Knightly Valor and Knight's Pledge. So that's a 5/7 Vigilance lifelink.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I'd like to bring up too. So he's right from a game like a how to play cards perspective.
How do play cards?
The like what you're supposed to look at perspective, what you're supposed to think about them is like a red planeswalker is what we are. We're planeswalkers playing this game. A red planeswalker uses like mountains, and they have a lot of fiery, fast, high damage type things. But this is all really generally speaking because I think every color can do most things, but they tend to specialize.
Yes. 2, 3, 4.
That's relatively fair, yeah.
So some cards are consumables to summon monsters and attacking things. Yeah. So, yeah, actually, if you want to like a tutorial on how the game is played, like this is a good place for it.
Yeah. We're still very new. Or at least some of us are. Me and Swamp, who's actually not here today, but is he's here in spirit. We're the new boys for this game.
Yeah.
And so we've essentially just taken this Thursday time slot every other week because we play Hearthstone during this time normally to then I'm about to die. Lovely. We take this time to then just learn Magic.
So, Forest might be a good one. Just the plain green deck might be a good one to explain how the cards work.
Yeah.
So let's go with that one. So I'm gonna just walk through my steps out loud here as I'm playing this deck.
I think
the first thing that happens, we both get 7 cards, and we can choose whether to keep that 7 or to reshuffle and draw. Every time you shuffle and redraw, you get 1 less card.
I won with my dirt white deck.
So I'm going to keep this one because I have 2 creatures and I have 4 mana out of the deck, and I hate being too low on mana. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it. But
we went wide and it worked! Let's go, boys! Yeah! Barely.
You're familiar with D&D? Well, we like that too here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's just start.
I don't know D&D.
At the beginning of my turn, I draw, and then I can play anything I want, really. So playing a land, you can only do once per turn, and when you play it, you gain the ability to tap it for 1 mana. And a forest is green. There's green, white, black, red, and blue. So I have a forest out, so I can tap it for 1 green mana. Now I have 2 forests out because my second turn, and I can play. You can see the cost on this card right here is 1 forest and 1 other. I used to call that colorless. What is it called now?
I think we'll just say colorless. I don't know what it's called.
I think they can call it void, but I think it's mostly colorless.
So whenever I play this, it's going to take 2 mana to fulfill the cost, and that creature is played. And you can. So I've got 3 other creatures in this hand with various costs and abilities and powers. And then over here, I've got a spell that's an instant spell, meaning I can play it on my enemy's turn. And it's called Plummet. And it's 1 mana, 1 colorless, or 1 green, 1 colorless, and destroys target creature with flying. So that's kind of neat, right? They tapped my creature, so I just had to sit here. I lost connection, so I had to click the reconnect button.
I don't think you need to explain that part. You understand.
I'm sorry, what? Magic the Gathering was like, that deck sucks, let me help you out.
Fucking idiot, you have better ones, don't do this.
Oh my god. So I'm trying to play through the greatest trap card.
Yeah, seriously.
He's like, I see you have the instant card that destroys a flying creature. Well, I have Ethernet cable.
Oh god.
Real.
Yeah, so if we go through the colors real quick, when you think of green, the green forest cards, the green spells, usually you're thinking of large creatures, large-bodied creatures, creatures that when you play it on the board, one creature is pretty meaningful. It tends to have some buffs associated with it, and
it also is good at ramp, which is getting more mana to
I
play
have
the big
something
creatures.
to add to this.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
That might actually be helpful. When I was younger and trying to get into Magic, the way, because I got into D&D first, the way I understood the colors, and it doesn't always work, but it seems to hold out pretty well, is white is good and black is evil, blue is law, red is chaos, and green is neutral.
Yeah.
That's relatively close, yeah.
Wow. I'm just gonna restart the game, guys.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
So, I mean, and that's so this is why we're kind of tiptoeing around this. If you're to play Hearthstone and you were to say what is a mage good at, there are a few finite answers that a mage can do that other classes just can't. Right? Like a priest can heal, a mage really can't heal. Like it's really minimal, and it's just not something they can effectively do. But in Magic, there are so many cards. There are so many cards, and there are so many like sure, it might cost more to buff a creature when you're playing blue. It might be a more expensive or a more weird buff, like a buff that gives flying and stats instead of just stats, right?
Right.
But it can do it. Wow, I can't log in.
Or like,
guys, did I just get disguised toasted?
Yeah, I think you did.
Uh-oh.
They heard you were talking shit, and they're like, "Fuck this guy."
if you go, what color is the best at healing?
Wizard
it's like
jail.
It's like asking what school of magic is the best at healing.
Yeah.
Well, white can heal through holy power, black can heal through necromancy, and green can heal through druidism.
Yeah.
Like,
None of which are the answers that you were looking for, but it's fine.
Right. So this is why we tiptoe around the answer. But the short of it is, like, green has strong bodies and ramping. Red has burn and haste and small creatures.
Oh, server's going down.
Yeah,
hopefully, because I'm losing my game.
I mean, I can't log in, guys.
I'm just sitting here challenging Sheenans and waiting.
Gee, thanks.
Blue is like tricky counterspells, unsummons, kind of shifty. Wins the deck through like underhanded, tricky tactics. Black is necromancy and like undead, that sort of, and like death cards and stuff. And well, I missed one.
Oh, cool.
No, maybe I didn't.
Just so you know, they don't have to actually accept the challenge to appear in your list. So I just challenged everybody once, so now I can just tab through them.
Oh, nice.
All right, I'm trying to launch it again.
Good try. Good luck.
I'm worried about actually starting a draft game because, like, just get disconnected. Like, I don't want
please, I don't want to finish this game. It's scary.
Yeah, blue is what you play if you are what we call an asshole.
Yeah.
Salty Minstrel, everybody.
Yeah.
Blue is the control color, meaning you don't actually want an opponent. You want to tell your opponent what they have to do.
Yeah, Payne. I think that's essentially what I've gotten so far.
It's for the people who like playing chess against themselves.
The other thing that's interesting is, let's say you really enjoy playing a white deck, and what that could mean is that you enjoy buffing your creatures and playing team games and buffing your allies' creatures. And then at which point, maybe you'd also like playing green, right? But maybe you like playing white because you like healing.
I tried to open a pack and now it says waiting for server.
Black deck because there are vampires in black. Like so it's really cool. Maybe you like playing a red deck because you like having a bunch of tiny creatures out. Well, green can do saplings and stuff like that. So it's really interesting. Once you find the tactics you like, you could almost make you could probably make a handful of multicolored different decks that fit that realm. Also, guys, I can't log in.
So are we moving to Hearthstone then? Once I'm finished with my game.
So I don't know. If you guys are fine, you're fine. When I tried to click, so it booted me out of my game, and when I tried to click on my packs because it was lit up, it said I couldn't find my inventory, and it kicked me. And now I'm trying to log in, and it says can't find inventory, and it's just dropping me right out of the game.
You like tripped, stumbled, and dropped your box of cards, and like you also broke your glasses, so you're just like looking around.
This is hitting way too close to home, Tristan.
I know.
I'm just sitting on the ground crying, trying together.
No, I was literally, I was about to say, you guys are literally making him. Because Swamp was like, I don't think we want to do it because I don't want to get into another card game. And now, like, him and his wife play.
Yeah,
right.
That's great.
D-Pain, the thing is, I've been playing Magic since I was in middle school. It's been around forever. And so it's just the one I like to go back to. If I try to play other card games, I'm like, this is neat, but it's not Magic. Because Magic has the intricacy, Magic has you can make a deck that does anything you want. And when you play another card game after you've played Magic, you're like, the thing is, Magic has been around so long.
It's been along for a while.
It's been around for a while because it's good, but also as it goes, it gets more rules. When people go, hey, this isn't right, they go, you're right, let's add a rule for that.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I got my reconnect.
and they're like annual
Magic.
They're like annual Magic tournaments and stuff. Like, so it's just
it's
been around for a long time. It's got its base, and if you want to play a card game that's got a good rule set and a good base, it's great. Where when I played Hearthstone, a lot of the times I would have to ask EOG, like, okay, so if I play this card and then I play this card, what happens? And he'd be like, that's a good question. You know, where in Magic, you know what's going to happen.
So whoa! Okay, so I clicked away to check I'm gonna pull this back up. I clicked away to check a tab and see what these errors meant, and this is a generic error 4 months ago from when the servers crashed. So, but if you look up there, look at how many golden gems I have right now.
Oh, I can't see it. How many do you have?
Hold up.
46,000 gold and 76,000 gems.
What?
Whoa.
Wow! Apparently, when I was trying to scoop up my box of cards, I got something else.
Yeah.
You found someone's wallet.
Yeah.
He's scrounging around like the couch and he finds like.
I found a credit card.
Oh, but I wanted Magic cards.
Could not resolve player inventory. So that's the thing. It doesn't know what I have. Letting me in.
Oh shit.
That is weird.
Couch,
you have lost your connection to the server. Please, Magic.
Please, sir.
I didn't mean it.
I just want to
I won't play Rat Colony ever again. I'm lying.
No, you've learned from your mistakes the hard way.
No, it's doing the same thing for me. If I'm messing with my inventory and stuff, it's fine. But if I try to open a pack or start a game or anything, it's like waiting for server.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting right now.
Yeah, I think the server's crashed, guys.
Cool.
Great.
I hope that it resets my game.
Do I play Casino Kid now or what?
You gotta play the Pokemon trading card game.
Let me see if I've got it.
I told Victor we would do Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't have Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't either. We're gonna have to get Yu-Gi-Oh somehow.
Just pretend you have the cards. It's not like they follow the rules in the show anyway.
That's true. I play,
Too late, you're in the Shadow Realm. Got him!
Yo,
Awesome.
anyone want to try and play some Gwent while we're at it?
No.
If we're talking about dead card games.
Ooh.
Damn.
Look, man.
Shots attempted to fire, but couldn't because the servers were down.
Well,
God.
You guys picked a good week to play Magic.
Yeah, we did.
I know it.
No,
Welcome
you know
to the
what?
stream, Salty.
You know what it was? It's honestly, it's because they add a new feature, and then just like everything's like it's dead. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Well, it's not even a full
Everybody
feature.
finally wants to play against their friends, and
No, literally, I think that's what it was. They're like, no, it'll be fine. It's just a one small change. What's the worst that could?
Right. So,
I'm at the end of my draft right now too. I don't know if I should like just keep building the deck.
I mean, I feel like you should finish and build the deck and then see what it does.
Yeah. I'm afraid to play at this point.
So it's D-Pain. What's interesting to me about Magic is they have modes that support non-standard play pretty normally. Like we've got two-headed dragon, or two-headed ogre, whatever.
I
you
said that we
grew up
switched
calling it.
to the Hearthstone tab, TBH, because there's already someone also streaming there, so we can also bump that up. Just to be real.
Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna jump over and do some Hearthstoning.
Oh,
Hey,
this is not what I
Come
signed up
on. I know it's not, but it's close enough. Hello, Phoenix and
hey,
Civil.
what's
Hello.
going on? Phoenix,
Hey.
Sybil, welcome.
You
welcome.
came just in time for everything to be broken.
Yeah, the servers on Magic the Gathering crashed like 10 minutes ago.
Yep.
for. Yep.
Ah.
Good.
JK when everything's good. Yeah, no, seriously.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm switched over. And then now let me open up my game. Also, now that we're playing Hearthstone, there are some new cards that we can talk about.
I'm just gonna call my
No.
stream. My stream title is gonna be Magic Crashed, and I'm streaming Hearthstone.
Yeah.
It wasn't more transparent than that.
Set title. Hold on, I'll do something similar.
But yeah, so it's D-Pain. We were. I was just trying to mention. I think that one of the cool things about Magic the Gathering was that it allowed for it actually supported multiple game modes. So team games, huge free-for-alls, these sorts of things were supported even in card text for cards that say choose an opponent, and they take damage, that sort of thing.
In like Magic Alpha and Beta back in the real early 90s, you would get the target spells that would say your opponent takes this much damage. But ever since then, it's been choose an opponent or
Right. So what
Oh.
I'm actually excited about for this Magic Online is the like 4, 5, 6 player games. I'm excited for when they bring in two-headed ogre, which is 2 players sharing a life total, or when they bring in kings and knights, which is players protecting another player while that player like builds up an army, like that sort of thing. I'm really looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I hope they bring in EDH.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I would play that.
Cool.
I need to splash green. I just haven't yet.
All right. Well, my Hearthstone has to patch, so I'm going to take a quick 5.
Sounds good.
I got 2,000 cards. I'm ready. You're never ready.
You're never ready.
Oh my God, guys! Guess what I just realized? I never unmuted my stream.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
My boy, how is that possible?
Good job.
Oh no! Can we get a bunch of sympathy follows for Salty right now, please?
like high key.
Seriously?
Oh my God. My boy.
Please?
My boy. Simple. Wait, pause.
Thank you, D-Pain.
Thank you, D-Pain.
Wait, pause. Okay. I have additional questions. How are you already not?
Oh my God, Snake, what the crap? How is this happening?
Is paused.
Magic's great when it works. Now that's gonna be the new meme.
I almost just unfollowed and refollowed Salty, but I'm like, nah, man, I want my follow aid.
Yeah,
Nice.
almost as sweet as lemonade. Follow aid.
Follow
No.
aid.
So here's what's up, everybody who's in our channel. Also, welcome. Thanks for coming here.
Yeah,
and
welcome.
Thanks for the host.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
We were playing Magic. Magic the Gathering. It was Magic's turn this week, which is why we had Salty in here, because we know he loves Magic and we know he doesn't love Hearthstone.
Right.
We're missing. By the way, we're missing 2 of our boys right now.
Canadian
on
Cetra, thank you for the follow.
On the Hearthstone tab, so we're missing Shenanz, and then when Salty gets back, we have to remind him.
Yeah. And
Which
we're all booted from Magic, it seems. And now Shenanz is finishing up a draft, but I have a feeling it's going to boot him when he's done with it. Hopefully, it saves the deck.
Hopefully.
Magic is on PC. You are correct.
Currently just, yes.
Yes.
Currently, just.
They're probably going to make a mobile version.
can't
Don't you dare make that joke.
I
Don't you
can't
dare.
imagine they wouldn't take it to multiple platforms. Honestly.
Yeah,
Right.
honestly.
Time for Magic on Xbox. Let's do it.
Dude, like that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Like
I don't see the problem with it.
Agreed.
it's pretty easily optimizable. Like
Right, time for a Tavern Brawl.
you sound sad.
Well, I was enjoying Magic. I was playing so many rats.
I was enjoying Magic.
I was playing a rat
fun.
colony deck, guys. It was mean, and I don't feel bad.
I know. That's the part that makes me sad.
Oh no, a create your own deck tavern brawl?
Is it actually?
Time is an illusion. Turn times doubly so. Build a standard deck, and each turn you'll get an extra turn.
Oh wow.
What?
I don't know if I like this.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
No. Wait, Whizbang! Perfect! Whizbang will save me.
Yeah, Whizbang will save you.
Awesome.
Don't they like take Whizbang out of that one?
I hope not.
Oh, by the way, let me go find the new cards and we can talk about those. Let's go take a look. Reddit.
Whizbang is allowed.
Thank you for coming by, Civil. We appreciate it.
Hey, all right, Sybil. Thanks for coming, man.
Later, Sybil.
Sybil, stop being old.
that's my line. I'm sorry.
Shots attempted to fire, but server was still down.
And Z-Man, thank you for following, man. Thank you for going gold.
Hey.
Spirit of the Dead. Is this new? This is new. Ooh, we got new shit. Even more new shit. Okay, so I haven't seen this yet, so this is actually new. Yeah, more new than new. Dude, gotta do my turn. Okay, so our newest card is the totem for the priest class. For those who don't know, there's a new Hearthstone expansion coming out that we are doing week by week, every bi-weekly coverage of all their new cards. Their newest thing is that each class gets a totem selected card, and those totems are 0 mana, 3 health, 1 mana, does something that's related to their class identity for this expansion. Spirit of the Dead is stealth for 1 turn. After a friendly minion dies, shuffle a 1-cost copy of it into your deck. Oh my god. What?
Wow. It's weird.
That's kind of ridiculous in the worst way.
What did it say again? My brain froze for a second.
Stealth for 1 turn. After a friendly minion dies, shuffle a 1-cost copy of it into your deck.
Oh boy.
Now, into the deck, not in your hand, which would be way too broken.
But still, so like
it's
Armana, Warden of Hope, just a free 1 mana, 40 health. There's other things I can think of that are sad. There's a combo you can do with Mad Scientist. Reckless Experimenter, and that makes that combo even easier because you get multiple Reckless Experimenters in your deck. Cthulhu, if you want the Mecha Cthulhu, if you can't get the combo off early and just want it, you can do that. There's a lot of stuff with that, and that looks cool. Oh, and then the legendary for the priest card is called, that's a lot of syllables, 7 mana. I'm just gonna say Botswana because it looks like Botswana. The Dead. Look, man, there's a W in a weird place. I know.
Okay.
Draw one cost minions from your deck until your hand is full.
Whoa.
Yep, works perfectly with it. Can you spell insane? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of nice. There was one other card that's new, so let's find that. It's all the way at the end of the list.
Hey, EOG, check it out. I got back and I tried to re-sign in and it worked.
Oh, did it actually?
Okay, I might have to go back. I don't know.
Yeah, I just match made. I'm fighting Lent 009.
Okay, let me just read off these last couple cards, and then I'm gonna check to see if it works for me. The Ticket Scalper, Overkill, which is a new mechanic that if you deal more damage than a person has health. So say if I did 4 damage to a Northshire Cleric, killed it, Overkill would occur. 4 mana, 5/3. Overkill, draw 2 cards. That's kind of nice. I like that. It's just basic. And then Belligerent Gnome, 2 mana, 1/4 taunt battle cry. If your opponent has 2 or more minions, gain 1 attack. I say meh.
Yeah, that's only okay.
The main reason I say meh to that card is because it's built to kill Firefly. Just straight up. That's Blizzard's attempt to make Firefly less valuable in the meta, but I don't think it's enough. So,
What's wrong, Salty?
Oh, Sofer just whispered to me.
Oh.
On the Minecraft server we're playing on, he set up a massive llama generator that's automatically portaling llamas into my smeltery.
Oh, jeez.
Don't be such a drama llama about it.
But why?
I don't know, because he wants to fill my smeltery up with blood.
Yeah.
Oh. Drastic. But why not? You know what? You bring up a good point.
Wouldn't it be a chore for you to have to empty that?
No, it'll kill them automatically when they melt into blood.
What about the drops?
Then there'd be blood.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's blood in your soup. I don't think you've noticed.
That I'll have to figure out what to do with.
Oh, jeez.
I'll have to figure out what to do with several hundred gallons of llama blood.
I just mean
that is such a sentence I didn't think I would hear it.
There you go.
Dude, it's playing with Soferir on that server. It's like he's just trying to find the line between not a problem and complete server griefer.
He would go so well on our servers.
Like everything he does is like, eh?
Yeah.
Did you get mad at that one? And you're like, I mean, no, it's all right. And he's like, I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Excuse me. I'll just give me 1 second. By the way, Magic the Gathering is back, so I'll be switching my game back over to that.
Yeah, I can close the Blizzard launcher.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
It did finish updating though, so.
Let me go ahead and switch back. Actually,
As
this is a good thing.
As it is Magic the Gathering Day.
It is.
Yeah.
It definitely is. Some
and then
colonies to play.
So yeah, the new cards, I feel as though at least the two that I didn't see are interesting. The other two are kind of meh. That's why I was gonna wait until bringing them up until next week, or 2 weeks from now, because then we would have a ton of stuff.
Right.
Also, we should probably announce that next week we are taking
Why would you do that? Oh,
next week is the very first break we're taking from our Four Horsemen stream.
Oh, true that.
The Horseman stream has continued every week, no matter what. But next week is Thanksgiving, and there are going to be enough of gone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I will. It is going to be on Thanksgiving Thursday.
It will be on Thanksgiving Thursday, so I will not be home. I'm not near my computer, so
that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, I won't be streaming on that day either. I mean, like I could, but
could you?
shouldn't.
Yes, should I?
Like, yeah, I probably shouldn't.
I could upset the family and just do like a what's it called stream, like just like an IRL at the
with your phone.
Damn millennials.
Stream.
You just here I am eating turkey.
Yeah, nice. What's up? Don't forget to follow my Twitter.
This guy has put me in a tough spot. You know what? I'm just gonna surrender this game and play against you.
That makes sense.
I don't give a shit about
it. It's time to tempt
the fates. I like it, D-Pain. I like it.
I thought that was a reference to Fire Emblem for a second. I got excited. Also, my game that I was totally gonna lose didn't count. Go boys!
No way!
Yeah. Let's go, Magic! Yeah.
But please prevent yourself from DDoSing the server next time you're losing a game. It sucked for us.
Maybe I will. Probably won't. You'll just have to live with it.
Say anything.
Great, but I said I'm just going to surrender this game and challenge EOG.
Following suit. Enjoy your wins, friend.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about my rank. It's weird anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta do this. Wait.
Oh my God! You see Sofer's message?
No.
The blood is now so deep I can only see the tips of the ears of the smaller llamas.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, that would be a little bit frustrating to me to have to figure out what to do with all that blood.
Well, I plan on moving the tank that all that.
This is such a weird conversation.
Oh,
such a weird conversation.
All right, sure.
This is a conversation I never thought I would have to have. But play on a server on any weird sandboxy game. Play on a server with a griefer, and you're gonna have conversations. Realized.
Oh yeah.
Well, there you go. Sofer says, "No worries. I have set up a drum to extract all the blood afterwards."
Oh my god.
Guys, don't worry, it's all fixed now.
All fixed.
What am I doing wrong, and why am I not on the right?
The rats are coming, Salty.
No. You know,
Rats are coming.
they're not relentless rats, but they're still rats.
They are rats.
Okay, let's see if I'm in the right tab
Nope,
now. I am, perfect. There we go.
that one has an animation, but I have
Oh
rats.
no!
Yeah, I wanted to make that
All
rat
on
colony
rats.
deck.
You really should. It's hilarious.
Damn it! I don't want to lose my angel to a rat.
I'm about to win, aren't
And yeah. Let's see. What do I have this turn?
I? This fucking rat
I've
deck.
got it. I've got it. Now that one can't attack.
Oh shit! Now it's just buffing the others.
Take 3 damage, Kerr.
Oh, I've been owned.
Oh shit! More rats.
What does one mean by technically cleaned it up?
Oh dear God.
There's a lot of underlying things there that I'm not sure that we want to like address.
Those rats get beefy really fast.
Dude, you have to make a rat stack. It's too funny.
It's I really do. Once I'm done with this build,
Yeah,
if we
let's
still
see.
have time by the end of the stream, I'll make one.
Hey guys, my rewards are different than they were a few minutes ago.
Were they actually?
Really?
Yeah, and now they're not updating. Like after you get your 5 wins, it's supposed to update, and it was at 5 out of 6, and it's not doing that now.
Oh yeah.
Mine still looks fine.
Problems.
Everything's broken.
Everything's okay.
Yeah. Everything is broken. Everything is sad, and I wanna cry. Everything
wow.
is broken.
Well done.
Ben Brode, please come back.
Bro, help.
That was a sad cry.
Oh man.
You know, shout out to the homie Ben Brode.
Shout out to Ben Brode
Yeah.
for I don't know why
So why not?
reasons. Hey, they fixed.
Hey, Thick.
Yeah. All right, I'll be right back, guys.
He was done with all this ridiculousness.
Bye.
All right, I think the deck is built.
What?
Right.
How is it? Let's give me a rundown of what kind of deck it is.
A Boros Celestia hybrid.
Oh.
Lots of vigilance. Lots of vigilance.
What color is that?
Red, white,
It's
green.
white. Oh, okay.
Red, white,
Oh.
green. 3 colors. Lots of flying. Lots of vigilance. A little bit of other good stuff too.
Solid.
Yeah, seems all right.
Generally nice.
Now,
What else do you even put in?
the real question is, do I start a game? Do I restart my client? What do?
I'd say
I would probably go
restart
for one.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems like a good idea. Oh,
Big into the idea of a
waiting
restart.
for the server.
Yeah. That'll happen.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to restart the client.
Yeah. Well, there we go. So it's generally fixed, which
yeah,
is
you know,
good.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Things are less on fire. I want to see that in patch
Less-
notes one day.
Things are
We
less on
we
fire.
have made things less on fire.
Okay. Let's relaunch. See if anything happens. I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll get a patch. Did you guys get a patch of some kind, or?
None
Nope.
that I noticed.
Okay. There could be more fire, but now less. Yes, exactly.
Look, you're just not focusing on the good things. There's less fire around. What do you have to complain about? I don't understand.
Oh man, I want to work that card into a deck, but I'm not sure how.
Also, buy or pre-order DLC. For just if I'm just gonna make a sweeping generalization of the games industry real quick.
Yeah, you know.
You know, as we do.
Oh, yes. By the way, you guys were announcing the whole Mixer update with Sparks. in a less controversial update, Twitch added a new feature.
Oh yes, I saw that. No, this is actually cool.
Yeah, this is
continue.
Yeah, it's just kind of all good.
For those who are new here, Nans, do you want to say the whole restream shtick?
Oh, right on. So I'm co-streaming here on Mixer, obviously, but I'm also streaming in other places with Restream on Twitch and Smashcast, even though hardly anyone's there, and even YouTube. But I'm there, and so as such, like I kind of keep an eye on everything as much as I can. Twitch added a new feature today that rolled out for everyone, and so now being a restream, well, a multi-streamer is, I guess, the right term. Yeah, it's really difficult for me to get affiliate or partner with everybody except Mixer. Mixer's pretty lenient on it. Yeah, everybody else is a little like, I don't know, but that's besides the point, really. But the great thing about this is this rolled out for everyone, including me. So yes, it's an all streamers kind of thing. They added a VIP badge, and it's more than just a badge. It's an icon you'll have in chat, but it's also it allows you at the very lowest is 10, and as you have gain a bigger following, you get more unlocks, more slots. You're allowed to choose 10 chatters, 10 people that aren't your mods or anything like that, to be VIPs, and then they're allowed to post links and things like that. They're allowed to buy. They're allowed to chat even when there's like slow mode or whatever crazy stuff's going on.
Have returned.
Yeah, it's cool. I like those changes. Cool.
Yeah.
What I was going to say earlier, and I didn't get around to it. Mixer rolled out a change yesterday before their whole Spark change today.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a big one, but if you go into your Mixer page customization thing, you can change what skills are allowed to be used.
Yes, I saw that.
And as a test, you can check on my stream right now. As a test, I made it so you can only use pizza and salt on mine.
Pizza.
Fantastic, sir.
Amazing.
Only pizza and salt.
Excuse me, we have one currency around here.
We have what?
We have one currency around here.
It's
pizza and salt.
Pizza and salt.
What's going on, Kinder?
Yes, how's your day been? What you been up to?
So I think before I even start playing this draft, I'm going to play it safe and just play like a random game.
Oh, that's neat, Polosana.
Ooh.
What does this? Wait, what does this say? Resume? Probably because I haven't played it.
Oh, you've ruined the pizza.
Let's see if it saved the draft. It did. That's good. Okay.
This is strange. Okay, so I look for any card. Oh, there we go. Sure.
Oh, we have a pineapple on pizza debate going on.
Oh no!
It's already started.
Again.
I told them I was going to.
Didn't we just
I told
last week have this conversation?
Did we? It's kind of blurred together for me. I'll be honest.
When I first put the salt and pizza thing together, I told Civil about it, and then I told him that, oh, don't worry, I'll probably bring them all back, or at least most of them.
Oh, track it
out.
I'm
going to take out the expensive ones, and I'm going to take out the pineapple.
Nice.
So no one can do that.
Yes. That horrible, terrible thing that just happened in chat.
Because you're co-streaming, so it doesn't take it out of our...
Either that, or I'm going to make it a chat rule that you're not allowed to have pineapple within 3 messages of pizza, or you get banned.
Oh my god.
Dude, can you mute a sticker?
Yes, you can. That was what we were talking about.
God. You just reach in and you're like, nope, and delete the pineapple.
Go into the source code and just like dice it up real quick. Throw it in the garbage.
So, Salty.
Oh god, yeah, Mr. Mime. Oh, we'll talk about that in a second.
Do you think I should throw...
Am I frozen?
Are you?
I see myself as frozen.
Let me refresh and see.
Time to pass out. Thanks for coming by, Paint. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, D-Pain. See you again. We stream various times throughout the week. So
yep, you will see us around.
Check us out anytime, man.
I keep getting mana. Stop it.
Yeah, such is magic. It happens.
I can win this game. but not if they keep doing this. Stop, please. I'm so close. I want this win. I fucking DDoSed an entire server for this. Oh god, don't you dare.
Salty, do you think I should put Burglar Rat in my Rats deck?
I wouldn't bother.
I mean, I kind of like it, but it also doesn't get the benefits. The same price.
Does it give the other rats the benefit?
Oh yeah, it's Rat.
Okay. Well, maybe.
The Rat Colony
okay, I've never played Rat Colony. I've played Relentless Rats deck, though. And in Relentless Rats, they did not... the Relentless Rats only got the benefit for other Relentless Rats.
Rat Colony gets +1/+0 for every rat control.
But Relentless Rats was 3 mana, I want to say, for a 2/2 that got +1/+1 for every other Relentless Rats.
Right.
So they were undestroyable, too.
Yeah, this one is. But I could throw in... So Burglar Rat is same cost, it's 2
Makes
mana.
the enemy discard a card.
Yeah, it's only 1/1 though. So it won't grow, but...
It would be mean. Isn't that random?
No, they choose.
Then no, I wouldn't bother.
I mean, here's the reason why. Here, let me stick up for Burglar Rat for...
Let me stick up for the rat real quick.
I'm
Nice.
top decking a lot. And a lot of times my opponent has to dump cards to deal with me. Because everything's happening really fast.
Yeah, but you
So
can't have more than
end up-
4 of them.
We end up in a position, where I'm top decking and playing whatever I draw, and they're holding like 2 cards. So if I draw a Burglar Rat, that could be pretty devastating.
It could be. I mean, if you...
And again, it won't be the next. It won't also get the benefit out on the
Right.
field.
No,
But
I'm
it
one
also
turn away from
benefits
winning.
The rats that are on the current rats that are on the field.
Right.
So, I mean,
See,
I
it's
can
tough.
see it either way. Yeah.
It's tough.
Oh, that's so frustrating. I was 1 turn away from winning. It's just because I got mana dicked for like 5 turns.
Whoa.
Oh god, that's upsetting.
Whoa.
Yo, why you gotta be like that, Magic?
That was
Come
that was one of the nice, quote unquote, nice
Oh my
things about
God.
Hearthstone. I could always blame the RNG. Now I just gotta complain. Now I just gotta complain about getting mana screwed.
Now I just
Yeah.
gotta complain. Oh
Back
no.
to
I found
being
a-
mana screwed again.
I found a great card to use against black and blue decks.
Oh, did you?
Silent Gravestone. It only costs 1 mana. It's an artifact, and it's cards in graveyards can't be the targets of spells or abilities.
I had Grapestone for some
Whoa.
reason, and now I'm thinking
And
of
that-
Hearthstone, but with grapes.
And then 4 mana and tap it and exile it to also exile all cards from all graveyards.
Oh. Oh
So
no.
you can just be like, yeah, you can't bring your instants or monsters
Wow.
back.
That
And
zombie
then
deck's a dick.
And
Bye.
then whenever they play that giant dragon that's like, oh, it gets stronger for every sorcery and an instant in your graveyard, you're like, yeah, no.
Jeez. Can I just say no?
It sounds
Well, I
like
mean, you
that's
have to have a
what
way to dick over the people who are dicking
No, I'm
over
just gonna
you.
say no. Never mind. I refuse.
No, Sapperling, say it isn't so.
Say it.
I answer with rats.
Ooh, there's a good one for you,
answer with
Eugene.
Rats for you.
Rats.
Eugene,
But,
Rogue's Gloves.
but,
It's an artifact. 2 mana. 2 mana to equip. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card.
ooh. Put them on the rats.
Yeah.
Rats. You get rats, kid.
See you later, Kinder.
Crash going to con. See ya, Kinder.
Thanks for coming by.
Have fun
Appreciate
at the
it.
con.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to a con. Nice.
What they all said.
Ooh. That's Ooh, and the host too. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for the host, man.
Very nice.
No blockers.
Block, block.
Or rats. So my opponent managed to get the slime foot and 2 sapperlings out for.
Oh.
So
Ew.
if sapperling dies, I take damage and he gains life. Sucks.
Alright, so yeah,
I'm
if
just
I'm
gonna
gonna
keep
make
playing
this deck,
rats.
if I'm gonna make this deck, I definitely need to put a Vanquisher's Banner and Immortal Summon.
Yeah.
But I don't know what else. What do you put in there besides rats?
That's a great question. Yeah.
So I've got like 30-something rats.
Uh-huh.
Or, I don't know, around 30. I've got,
I got a lot of rats.
20 mana. I got a lot of rats.
A lot of rats.
I've got like 20 mana.
Uh-huh.
And I've got, there are 2 of those cards that you said sucked, the ones that where you sacrifice cards.
Okay, yeah. That could be good on a red stack, yeah.
I've got a, 1 enchantment that is, maybe 2, I forget. That is when a creature dies, you summon a 2/2 zombie.
Okay.
So as I'm sacrificing rats, I'm getting zombies.
Oh yeah, okay. That's a good one.
I have a creature that deals when he's played, he deals damage equal to the number of creatures in your graveyard.
Oh, okay.
And I have the Immortal Sun.
Uh-huh.
I have the it's a saga. There's a saga that's really good.
You know what I would really love would be the ability to build a deck out of cards you don't own without buying them, and then when you got the deck, click the button and buy them all.
I would like that too.
That way I can change my mind as like.
That'd be cool.
So there's a saga that every turn, for the first 2 turns, your opponent has to sacrifice, and on the 3rd turn, it pulls a creature out of your graveyard and puts it into play. So it's perfect for bringing back rats.
Question about Vigilant, Double Strike, and Trample. If it's got Double Strike, does that mean it does, instead of 3 damage, 6 damage?
Yes. Do you know what First Strike is?
Yes.
So it's First Strike, then Normal Strike.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you've got, how big is this creature?
3/3.
So
I have a 2/4 and then 2 1/1s on the board. Can I kill it?
If you block it with the 2/4, it will deal 3 to your 2/4 first, and then they'll deal damage to each other.
Right. So your 2/4 will die, but it
Well,
will.
if I put a 1/1 on it, will it die?
If he chooses that as one of the first strike targets, yes.
Yeah, he can make it die.
Oh, then I won't do that. I'll just do the 2/4 and make. Oh wait, then he doesn't die. Wait, hold on. I don't remember.
Okay. You can't kill it.
You can't kill it right now, probably.
Oh.
You probably can't kill it. So
Yeah.
he's got.
But if you don't block it, it will hit you twice.
Okay, so I block it with a soldier, just to get at least 1 damage off.
Yeah.
And if he hits the soldier with the first strike, he won't hit you with the normal strike. You won't take any damage.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
about that.
Oh, I'm just dead. Never mind.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he hits you with the
Wiggles?
second strike.
Yay!
Wiggles confirmed, please.
He had a card that did +3 as well.
Alright,
so
I
it
just
didn't
watched
matter.
Tristan's stream and he hit Tristan with the second hit.
Yeah.
What? Okay, that's never been a thing before.
Yeah, what is there?
Um,
Trample or something involved?
Yeah, he's got trample.
Oh!
Oh, well, there
That's
you go.
different.
That's why I thought I said
Yeah,
trample.
check.
I apologize.
So Salty, the Eldest Reborn. Turn 1, each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. Turn 2, each opponent card. Turn 3, put a creature or planeswalker card from a graveyard into the battlefield under your control.
just lose.
You can take an opponent's strong creature, or you can take one of your rats and put it back into the field.
Good lord.
Um,
This says, once a creature is blocked, it remains so, even if the defending creature dies, as seen by using instants on defending creatures. If a double strike creature kills a blocking creature with the first strike, it's still blocked for the second strike.
well, this game thinks differently.
Ah.
I'm almost positive I've been hit by the second strike of a double strike.
The second
But
strike of a double strike.
In Tristan's case, if he had trample, then we don't know what happened. We just know it was bad.
We just
Right.
know I got hurt. A lot.
That
And it was sad.
It was sad.
is a very specific card, but very strong for its cost. Infernal Reckoning, 1 black mana, instant. Exile target colorless creature, you gain life equal to its power.
Oh.
Trample makes a double strike hit. If not, then it stops at 1 hit. Says Dracodai.
All right, Dracodai. Yeah, that's what Salty's saying too. So I must just be mistaken.
I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I was pretty sure that was the rules, and I just looked them up, so I'm pretty confident. But you never know. Sometimes there are those issues. Like there are rules for these things, but they're often debated.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the funny thing is I've never played in a tournament or on a set game like this. I've only played in friendly games, so we only know what we look up, you know?
Yeah.
We only know what we know.
Can you imagine trying to play Hearthstone on a table with another person and being like, no, I played this and then this, so then this would happen. And they're like, no, that's not how it works.
First of all, between us, the horsemen, we could probably make it happen.
Okay.
Secondly, that's not the hardest part. The hardest part is imagining going...
Prenix with the host. Thank you, we appreciate it.
Hey, Prenix.
Hey,
how are you
Prenix.
doing?
The hardest part...
Oh, we got a raid.
Oh.
Let me get your raid.
Incoming. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Oh, it's the hype.
Well, thank you all for the raid. We appreciate it.
Hell
I just
yeah.
saw that you guys
Everyone.
are doing Hearthstone, so we're always
Everyone! Get in here!
I'm done.
Everyone!
Cancel the stream. It's over. Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
Well, there we go.
Alright, guys, the chat has been destroyed.
It wasn't anything special
over,
anyway.
everyone.
Look, love you guys, but it wasn't anything special.
Wow.
Oh,
I just saw this card called Abnormal Endurance, and I
There
read
you
the
go.
description first, and then I glanced at the name, and for some reason I thought
Thank you all for coming by. We appreciate it.
I thought it said Abdominal Endurance.
Abdominal endurance.
Oh.
Whoa.
Abdominal endurance.
That's the new expansion.
So what are we coming from, Prenix?
Prenix, thank you for the follow.
Hey, Stryhard, thanks for following, man. We're going gold.
Oh my goodness.
What game were we playing?
Boop, boop. There we go. Cool.
Yeah, that's right, Jonathan.
Yeah.
And
And with
I
those, we appreciate
am
it.
playing the rat deck because I'm a horrible person.
Oh,
Oh, so
you play Hearthstone.
yeah, you played Hearthstone. there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh.
And Circus, thanks for all. We appreciate it. Oh, Citrus. I know how to pronounce words. Look,
Circus.
it's been a day. It's been a day. Oh, God. I just need to stop, take a breath, go. You know what? And Jonathan too. Jonathan over easy.
Very nice.
I love that name. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The people know the rat deck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay, for the people that don't know, Yuji, do you want to explain your ridiculousness?
Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know the rat deck, this is a game with you have 60 cards in your deck, and you can only have 4 copies of any given card in your deck. Now I'll read the text of Rat Colony. It is a rat creature, costs 2 mana. It is a 2 power, 1 health creature. Rat Colony gets +1 damage, +0 health for every other rat you control. A deck can have any number of cards named Rat Colony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My deck has any number of cards named Rat Colony, let me
How
tell you.
many cards?
I've got 33 rat
Okay.
colonies in this deck. I'm not sorry.
Quit
That's disgusting.
drawing me
Stop it.
I'm not
lands.
sorry.
I know you're not. That's the part that upsets me.
All right.
Yes,
can
we actually started playing Magic relatively recently. The game has
Speak
been
for
out of.
yourself.
Well, yeah. I mean, in
Magic Arena, you're right.
this format, we've been playing for very
The Costream.
recently.
Yeah.
And actually, we know Pernix from. I've been talking to her on Twitter because we like meeting all the different Hearthstone peoples. Since that's the other game we play during this Thursday.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. I need to figure out how to do this game.
We actually did jump into Hearthstone shortly
for
this
a
stream.
hot second because the game decided to die on us.
Yeah, they just added friend battles, and guess what that did?
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
broke.
it
Yep.
broke.
Indeed.
It broke hard too, which is the worst part.
Oh, this isn't
Oh,
going
right
well.
on, Prenix.
The
Right
rats are
on.
getting outclassed.
Time to get them.
I guess my-
Time to get
Okay,
them
yeah,
little
thanks
chillins
for
to
coming by,
bed.
Prenix. We
Yeah.
appreciate you. I ain't blocking any of that.
Is that my button?
Hit my face.
That's my. I forgot that I had that button. Oh my
Shoot
god.
me in the face.
Shit. Nice.
I want you to hit me. There we go.
I am gonna take a very quick break. When I come back, I'm gonna start my draft.
Sounds
Got
shoot.
the deck drafted.
Oh boy,
Do it.
All right.
that is gonna be.
Yep.
That's gonna be a lot of dust. Oh my gosh. So something different since they were just coming from Hearthstone, we should probably explain is that the amount of things you get from a draft in like an arena in Hearthstone, you just play with those cards. You don't actually get anything from it. But for Magic, any card that you collect from the draft, you get in your collection afterwards, which is kind of
hang on. Every time you explain this, Tristan, it makes me just like, really? Like, why is this something that needs to be explained?
Because it's an electronic card game, Salty.
Because the way drafts are supposed to work is that your buy-in cost is paying for the 3 booster packs that you're buying. And everybody buys 3, and then you open one, you look through them, you pick a card, you trade packs. And when you're done, you keep the cards that you got.
What do you get as a reward for winning that?
But can I just say nah? I'm just gonna say nah.
But
Usually what, Salty?
Usually you get some of, like, everybody, if 3 booster packs cost you $10, everybody buys in with like 12 or 15, and then the winner gets the rest of the money. But everybody gets the cards that they picked out from the packs. You keep your deck that you made, and that's how drafts work. So when you play Hearthstone and you don't get drafts, that means that's the weird thing.
But what's different here, Salty, is that's how drafts work, and that makes sense when you're playing
actual physical cards.
Yeah. So you're like really shocked about something that's really obvious to us. It's an electronic card game. You are able to play with cards you don't have with this playstyle,
which is so nice.
True.
And I love that about it. It's so nice. Yeah, just in general, I'm a big fan of that. I like getting free stuff.
Yep.
Well, I mean, but that's the point. Is the 3,000 coins or whatever it is that you pay to get into the draft? That's what you're buying those cards. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, true.
Well, it's also a lot more expensive in Magic.
It is a lot more expensive. Oh my god.
In Hearthstone.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you're buying the cards that you're getting. I mean, that's
right.
I get it. I get what you're saying, but for someone who came from Hearthstone, I can see how that would be weird. But like, if I got you into Paper Magic, or if Wiggles had gotten you into Paper Magic,
he tried
like 6 months ago, and then took you to a Friday Night Magic thing, and you played draft, this is what would be happening.
Oh, okay, gotcha. No, there was an attempt to get me into Magic earlier. Pretty good one, but
yeah, I mean,
also
that makes a lot of sense for an in-person card game. That's all I'm saying is, you're presenting this, Salty, as like totally an abnormal standard that you guys have. I don't think it is for an electronic game.
But I mean, I grew up with Magic Gathering, Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh!
If you
cards.
show up at Friday Night Magic, you leave with something. That's a. Or like just to keep.
I mean, that's also even if you don't do the drafts, because Friday Night Magic, there are special cards that they make for it, or like posters and stuff. If you go to a Friday Night Magic, you will leave with something.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, I like that. Just keeps people engaged in it and everything like that.
Oh, it's awesome. Love it.
There we go.
Like that. I like that saga, but I also don't like it. Holy shit!
What does that mean?
First turn, put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature. That creature becomes an artifact in addition to its other types. Second turn, destroy all non-artifact creatures. Third turn, exile all cards from opponent's graveyards.
Oh.
Right.
Interesting. I don't know how to feel about that. Yeah, Volo. Should probably, like, maybe do something about it? Maybe.
I mean...
I played League once and got scared. I'm like, I just don't... I'm just like, fuck this game. I'm not even trying to...
You know, I really liked League for a while. I was into it a lot.
Like, I could get why people get into League. It's understandable to me. But I'm just like, do I really want to devote this much time for a game I only sorta am interested in?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hear you there.
At Hearthstone, and then I chose the wrong decision.
I think Tristan would end up being a lot like I was in League, which is I don't own all the dudes, I don't even own half of them, and the two dudes I like the most, I own all the skins for, and that's it.
Don't fucking call me out like that.
You get into a game, you get scared, and then instead of buying everybody, you're like, I'm just gonna like really specialize on this guy.
I mean, like, kinda, yeah. I mean,
You know, what I really liked.
You're not wrong.
What I liked about League of Legends was the teamwork, and this is a theme with me. Anybody who watches me for long enough realizes it's my favorite thing about games. So the problem,
Teamwork OP.
yeah, the problem with League,
It does, in fact, make the dream work.
it does. The problem with League is that the community has gone unchecked toxic. There was a way, by the way, there was a way to report people and have it actually mean something, and it was like suspended indefinitely.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was this thing called the Tribunal. I thought it was great. So if you logged into the Tribunal, the website for it with your account, then you were able to essentially judge reports. They didn't have a staff. They had a staff that would like overlook it, but they didn't have much effort into it. So when you reported someone, it sent them after enough reports were gathered, it would send them to the Tribunal. And then all their reports would be, compiled into one list, and when you logged into the Tribunal, you'd see it. Not your own reports, you see other reports. And those people, you'd look through and go, well, he deserves to be punished for this one. This one is telling the truth. It looks, the report says he used offensive language. And you look through the game script and go, yeah, he used offensive language. So yes. Right, and you just go through, approving or not approving the reports. And if after you've done it, it gave you a very small reward in game, like in-game currency, like the equivalent of getting like 10 gold in Hearthstone or something.
Oh, so like a pat on the back and thank you for doing your service.
Right.
Yeah.
But if your reports were successful, like if you agreed with the consensus of people, then it gave you like a slightly larger reward later.
Oh.
So when it went through, so it incentivized people to not just click through it, right? Anyway, so it was, I thought it was really cool, but then at some point, for some reason, they shut down the Tribunal, and it never came back online, and they didn't replace it either. So like, I think there's still staff members out there that will try to maintain the control over the group.
Oh God!
Wow.
But it's like you send it to the Tribunal and they don't have a filter anymore. There's no call handler. There's nobody to go. Yes.
Hey, Crimson. Again.
There's nobody to go. Hey, yeah, that's inappropriate. Here, let me. You know what? It's just, I don't know. So.
Yeah.
So it was a problem.
So like, I can get why they're like, this isn't our best work, and like kind of throwing it to the wayside.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, that's kind of a cool idea. I like it in practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought the Tribunal was.
Yeah.
So the problem without the Tribunal there is that it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. There's just been no coming back from.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Let me catch up with chat. League is a great game with buds. Playing pickups, your own team just shits on you. It's true. It's true. Oh yeah, so I like teamwork, right? And in teamwork, you're like, okay, so you charge in and stun him, and then I'll shoot right afterward, and we'll do a big AoE combo. Yeah, let's do it. And then your tank tries to get in to stun him, but he gets stunned, and you're like, dang, that's unfortunate. No, that's not how this works. No, you're like, okay, I'll jump in and stun him, except I won't, because you got stunned first, because you're a total scrub, and I hate everything about you, and you should kill yourself. And you're like, wait.
Yeah, hold on.
Wait.
Let's backtrack real quick.
Shit.
I'm sorry, what just happened?
Yeah.
Because we were getting along for a moment there.
That doesn't happen. It's like Monopoly. You know better.
Yeah, it was,
So or at least you should know better.
Yeah, here's the best. So you're playing.
I found the comic I liked about League of Legends.
Oh.
It's from Control Alt Delete.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get it.
Hey guys, that saga that I like that makes you pull a creature up any graveyard and put it in play. I just realized how broken it is, because first thing it does is make your opponent discard something, and what do people usually discard? Something they can't afford yet.
Oh yeah.
If they don't have a land, they'll throw out. So this guy threw out like the Burning Sun avatar. I was just like, oh well, I'll just take that and put it in the battlefield then.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
Rats deck, yeah.
Rats.
Rats. This is so broken. I'm actually starting to feel a little bad.
No, you don't.
What? I'm not playing the vampire deck, so
There you go. You're not.
Bottle up this feeling.
You're not the worst.
Yeah.
You just contribute to the problem.
There you go.
You know.
I'm just close.
Yeah.
There you go, Yoji. Yeah.
I don't know if this is a good idea, but we're going for it.
There you go.
All right, let's see.
I'm just going full ham. I didn't even count what my enemy can deal with it, but we'll see. There's only one way to find out. Ooh boy, please work. He's trying to count.
Oh my god, Salty.
Ah, you fool, you're trying to do math.
So this is, I'll do my best to explain this. It's just support going, oh, this isn't working because my carry isn't being aggressive. Going, oh, it's not working because the jungler, and then the jungler's like, oh, I can't do anything because I'm mid, and mid's like, God, I can't do anything because top didn't call his opponent MIA, and then top said, yeah, I totally dropped the ball on that one, sorry guys.
Shit.
And then it says connection error. Connection failure, unable to connect to PvP.net server. A player has accepted responsibility for their in-game performance, shattering the perpetual circle jerk of blame that powers our network. No ETA when this delicate system will be restored.
Oh, man.
Did you see the name of the comic?
No.
Trickle Down Blameonomics.
Oh my
Trickle
god.
down blameonomics.
Top's just, I'm happy to be here. Yeah. So the real problem is when you're playing a duo lane, or when you're playing like a really team heavy thing, and your teammate doesn't get that you guys are friends. Like, it's the worst when you're like, okay, I see the enemy lining up the hook. The hook will guaranteed kill my partner, and he's more valuable than me. I'll jump in the way. Right? Yeah. And you're like, remember me?
Dude, I play support mainly, and I don't know how many times I've done that.
And you remember me, and you jump in the way, only for your partner to go, wow, scrub, why'd you get hit by that? Learn to dodge. Yeah. And you're like, dude.
Yeah, right.
I did this for you.
You.
Oh my god.
Me.
Dude, you remember when okay, so my favorite person to play in that game was Lulu. She was a support, but her main thing was she moved really fucking fast.
Gotta go fast.
There were two ways I played her, and one was give her everything that gives her movement speed increase, and just troll everything. And the other way was give her everything that gives her movement speed increase, and just be everywhere. So one of them, or the first way would be you run past the enemy's turrets, and then when they're like, what the hell is that support doing? You dip into the jungle and everybody starts following you, and then your team just has free reign on the towers because everybody's chasing you and they can't.
They're like,
you.
This support's way out of place, go punish her, and he's like, zoom zoom.
Yeah. The other way is, I swear I could have replaced the jungler, and I never touched the jungle. Just because I was in every lane, healing everybody. Just zipping through the jungle, heal this guy a little bit, zip back through the jungle.
Oh my god, I love it.
Dude, it's pretty funny. But you know what? That's actually that's one of the reasons I've stopped playing League, is really put the meta.
Ooh, thanks, Jonathan.
Good night, Jonathan.
Jonathan, thanks for coming, man.
Later, Jonathan.
Definitely be back. Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Oh yeah.
Banana Sokra?
The other problem I had with that was I would get greedy, because I would pair with one of my friends as AD, and every now and then he'd let someone slip loose because he just didn't have the damage or the movement speed to catch him or something. And since I had movement speed, I would chase him down and kill him, and then he would get mad at me for killing them. And I'm like, well, you got free creep farm now. And he's like, but I wanted to kill. And they weren't going to leave. They would have come back with low health. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, all right.
I mean, I guess.
So Soraka is like the healer to end all healers, essentially.
Oh yeah.
So she's like when you think of someone whose whole role is healing, you're thinking of Soraka. She doesn't do anything else.
Solid.
And her attack, she throws these little like half moons, and they move really slowly. So you throw them, and they just kind of like whoosh, 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 whoosh through the air, and then slap someone, and they do so little damage. Everyone's like, he threw a banana, right?
Hey guys, quick question.
Yeah,
when a creature fights another creature, does first strike matter?
Depends on why they're fighting.
No. They will fight like an ability.
Then yes.
I think so.
Some of them will say this creature does its damage to this creature or whatever.
I'm
If it
pretty
says
sure
they
it
fight each other,
counts.
then it should matter.
Yeah. I don't know how to deal with this Night Veil Predator flying Death Touch Hexproof. What do?
Flying Death Touch Hexproof? Board nuke.
I don't have.
Well, then you're fucked. Exile. Oh, it's Hexile.
I don't have.
Yeah, no, you're fucked.
God. Why it gotta be like that?
You need to reach Death Touch to deal with that.
All right. But the banana.
DOG, I found the perfect card for your rat deck.
Okay.
Boneyard Parlay. It's a 7-mana black sorcery. Exile 5 creature cards from graveyards. An opponent separates those cards into 2 piles. Put all cards from the pile of your choice onto the battlefield under your control and the rest into their owner's graveyards. You can go through both graveyards and just be like, these 5, and then they have to separate it into 2 piles, and you get to pick one of them to go onto the battlefield.
That's funny. That's a bit expensive, though. I'm already having some struggles because I put a little bit fewer mana in here than I would. But so Banana Soraka, before I lose complete track of what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Is just if you build up your attack speed enough and you build up enough damage, anybody can deal damage in that game. You just have to build it up. So even though it's not effective and none of her abilities support dealing damage, she can still hit really hard with those flying bananas. And so she throws them. They still fly slowly, but she throws them really fast. So it's just like throw, and then all these bananas just chase someone down until they get slapped by a bunch of bananas and die, and it's the funniest fucking thing. You're like, why is this Soraka coming out? Oh god, she hurts!
Yeah, I remember when I first tried Smite, and it was like, you can dodge anything, and I was like, fucking what?
Excuse me, who?
Because you could be in the middle of combat, have 3 different ranged people shoot at you, and teleport back to base, and they would fly across the map to hit you in base.
Homing bananas.
Homing bananas.
Yo, I love
Alright guys, I'm fighting the vampire deck again. Because that's what one wants to do with one's evening.
Yep.
The good news is that until they get built up, they really don't want to lose any of their vampires. So the rat deck is really good at just punishing them a lot.
Yeah.
Just sitting here and being like, oh, well in that case I'm going to hit you with a shitload of rats.
You like rats, kids?
You can either block and lose your buffs, or you could not block and take 10 damage from rats.
The choice is yours. Make the right decision.
Yeah, you know.
Make the right decision or pay.
Yeah, exactly.
Suffer. Oh no, he made 3 vampires. That's enough to block rats.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Not the rats.
You need first strike on your rats, yes.
First strike rats. Oh no.
Find a card that gives all your creatures first strike. And
It's a 1-mana red card.
Maybe I should make some red in here. You know what? I should have a rats deck, and then I should have 4 multicolored decks that are all different colors of rats.
Yep, you got vigilance rats, you got trample
Why do you want
rats.
the world to burn? Why are you like this?
Now, as good as first strike rats would be, I think trample rats would be better.
Trample rats, yes.
Trample rats. Oh my gosh.
Or lifelink rats.
That's just rude.
That is just rude.
Mm-hmm.
You're just sitting over there. If I'm giving all of my rats first strike, trample, lifelink, vigilance.
It's like slivers all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Except it's just the same card, Rat Colony. It's just terrible. Oh my god.
Jeez. It's rats everywhere.
That's right.
I think this guy made a mistake.
Crazy.
Oh! Well, I found the perfect card to use against green. Shit.
I think, yeah, no, this guy made a mistake.
EOG. Damping Sphere. 2-mana artifact. If a land is tapped for 2 or more mana, it produces 1 colorless instead.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's an older card. Must have got reprinted, I think. I remember running that in like an extended sideboard or something.
Dude, that is rude.
Alright, let's see. How can I get some trample rats?
There it is. Called it. Knew there was something dumb he was doing.
Trample rats.
Okay.
Oh my god, they brought back Millstone. Like the original Millstone.
Nice.
Alright, so we're just gonna search trample.
Oh hey, Tristan, you know what milling is, right?
I do.
You know why it's called milling?
Yeah?
Okay.
No, I don't. I lied.
Nah.
I don't even remember when this card was originally printed, but it's a magic card called Millstone. It's an artifact that you can pay 2 mana and tap it to make target player put the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard. And so people started using that as a strategy in making Millstone decks, which eventually shortened to Mill decks.
Yeah.
And now any deck that does that in any game, even if it doesn't have Millstones in it, is a Mill deck.
Yep.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, so I just lose this game. I knew it going in, but like, it's sad. He's just got like ridiculous stuff.
Okay. There's a saga, a green saga, that is the first 2 turns your creatures can tap for mana, and the 3rd turn put a +1/+1 counter on every creature you control. Those creatures gain vigilance, trample, and indestructible until end of turn.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Toss that in there, and then you're just like, hey, in 3 turns you die.
Right.
Ew.
That's,
Stop. That's disgusting.
you know that your whole deck, I don't know if it exists in this version of Magic, but there is one card that would just ruin your whole deck. I don't remember what color it is, but there's a card that's name a card, and then search your opponent's hand, graveyard, and deck.
We talked about this.
With that name and get rid of it.
Yep. Oh no.
Lobotomize or something like that?
Concede.
Yeah.
You would only have like 5 cards left in your deck.
Yeah.
Concede in shame.
Oh yeah, all those people putting in tech rat cards.
Nice.
Anyway, I got 4 packs for guilds for this. So this is the farthest that I got for.
Alright.
Why did it only give me two packs? What the hell?
We can't read your inventory.
Hey, EOG, instead of putting forests or whatever in your deck, you could just put chromatic lanterns.
Wait, can they not read your inventory?
No. I was joking.
Oh, because like they skipped out on my packs. What the hell? There's only 2 now. What's this?
That's
Wait, like, did you earn more?
Yeah, I earned like 4.
Wait, from the draft?
Yeah.
I thought the drafts couldn't go more than 2.
Of packs?
Yeah.
No, it didn't seem like it.
Let's see.
Strange.
I'm just gonna click on draft. Yeah. So you get 1 pack and gems, and then each time you win, you get getting a second pack, and then if you get 7 wins, you get 2 packs.
Oh, I misread it. Wait a second. That's not that good. I thought it was.
Each win is like 150 more gems.
Still.
So that's what you're aiming for. So
what about these? What about these 3 limit? Oh no, that's what we use for the actual thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bonus pack percentage.
Yep. So you have a chance to get another one. So if you were at 4 wins, you landed a % to get a second pack.
I understand now. Okay, that's not as good as I originally thought.
Oh my god, EOG,
you're really
they bought that card!
You're really just trying to get the benefit of drafting the cards.
Yeah.
The rest is just bonus. What was your card, Salty?
Magistrate's Scepter. I made a whole deck based around that. It's 3 mana to play artifact. Pay 4 mana and tap it to put a charge counter on it. Tap it and remove 3 charge counters from it to take an extra turn after this one. And I had it and 3 Voltaic keys and so much mana, like colorless mana in the deck. So I could, if I got it all out, I would have enough mana to tap it and then pay to tap a Voltaic key to untap it and just do that over and over so that every turn I got another turn after it.
Jeez. Ooh, some green black. Green black.
EOG, Forebear's Blade. That'd be great for your rats.
It's all about the rats.
Dude, the rats are too funny.
Equipped creature gets +3/+0 and has vigilance and trample. Whenever equipped creature dies, attach Forebear's Blade to target creature you control.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's rude. I didn't even think about rats with equipment.
Rats and cars.
Fucking rats with swords.
Yep.
Dude, rats and cars.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm sad again.
The
Rats
best
and
card that
cars.
you could have back in the old Relentless Rats days for your Relentless Rats deck was the Tuning Fork, which was, if it was in play, anytime you played a creature, you got to check the top 4 cards of your library for any cards that shared a creature type with it. And
Oh no!
if you found any, put them in your hand. So you just never ran out of rats.
I just got a chromatic lantern. Huh.
And there was also another card that you would use in the old Relentless Rats deck that was you could tap creatures for mana, and they would give you mana equal to their devotion to that color.
Woo! Legendary creature from opening a pack.
Nice.
Angel, red, white, Aurora Exemplar of Justice, Flying Mentor. At the beginning of your combat or your turn, choose up to 1 target creature you control. At the end of turn, that creature gains +2/+0. Gain Trample if it's red. Gain Vigilance if it's white.
Whoa.
Guys, it looks like the red is gonna win here.
Yeah?
Crash Through is 1 red,
Yeah.
period. It's sorcery. Creatures you control gain trample until end of turn.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Game.
I had
That is just not cool.
I have 5,000 gold. Should I be
It's a
dropping
common
that in
wild
the pack
card. I
again?
could make it.
Honestly, I would probably get a pack so
What about
also
so I
the
just bought
Forebear's
5
Blade is
of
pretty
Guilds
awesome.
of Ravnica. Which one's just next? 4 set, or do we want more Guilds of Ravnica?
It depends. What are you looking
So
Just
red
like
looks like it would win.
for?
Yeah.
Honestly, Ixalan and Dominaria have those cards.
So Dominaria then.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my gosh, Salty.
Uh,
Prying Blade could be how I put in other buffs.
Oh my god. Rats on
one-
rats.
1 mana, and then 2 to equip. Equipped creature gets +1/+0. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create a colorless treasure artifact token with tap, sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color.
Man.
So they could
So your
produce
rats are
mana for me.
pillaging gold?
Yes! And then I used the gold to buff the rats!
The rats!
Mm.
The rats!
Oh my god.
This is so dumb.
This is so dumb.
Yeah.
Ooh, hello. Keep replying.
So now I'm starting to hit the problem of going, do I really want to spend a bunch of common wild
Yes.
cards on this rat deck?
Yes, the answer is yes.
Why wouldn't
What else are you gonna spend it on?
I'm eventually going to want to make a different deck.
No, you don't.
Dude, I already have a Glaive of the Guild Pact. Target creature has Vigilance and Menace.
What the
A
hell
rat
is this?
with menace. So rude.
It's an EOG got like
That's some
Dude,
funny
this is
shit.
too funny. I did not think about equipment, but that might be where I have to go.
EOG, how did you like the Jonana Archmage Eternal, the one where it's 3 color?
I didn't get a chance to use his special. I just used him for a flying creature because he fit my colors.
Okay.
But he looks like he'd be really cool, either colorless
Yeah.
or rainbow or artifacts that.
I might have to try a rainbow deck at some point. If we ever get to that point.
Rainbow decks are my favorite to play, probably, but they're really difficult to play.
They seem really hard.
They're pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Dude, if you're ever gonna make a rainbow deck, there's just one card you need. Make sure you throw in the mana that you're gonna need, but you also throw in 4 of this card if you can. It's called a Gilded Lantern, I believe.
Chromatic Lantern?
Yeah.
I just got one of those.
Yeah.
Funny, it's chromatic. We are 2 products away from getting a mythic wild card. And then... Boop. Legendary creature. Yeah, we got a Wiggles, by the way.
Salty.
Hi, Wiggles. What's up?
Helm of the host.
Oh,
Legendary
yeah.
equipment. I would make more rats.
Just the battlefield.
It wouldn't make permanent rats, but yeah.
It's so not worth it.
Other
It's
wizard
not, but
token.
it would be hilarious, but
It
it's not
doesn't
worth
say
it.
the token goes away.
Oh, does it not?
No,
Oh, shit.
That's kind
it
of good.
wouldn't be worth it
Would that
because
be
of
good?
cost.
Would that be good in the red,
Rats are cheap.
red blue deck?
At the beginning of combat on your turn, creators and...
It's probably too much mana.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, yeah.
It doesn't. Well, that means you pay 4 to play it, you pay 5 to equip it, and then you just get a free rat every turn, in addition to the other rats you're playing.
Copy with that card.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
only?
I think
thought that was a
Forebear's
general.
Blade might be the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trample and damage, and then it equips for free. I only have to pay the equip cost once.
Yep.
So it doesn't just generally.
Does that that happens after combat resolves, right?
Yeah, that's not good then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It's when the
everything will
creature-
resolve and then I'll move it.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a rare wild card I'd have to use on that one.
But it might be worth it.
It might be worth it. So dumb.
So dumb.
Dude, I've said that so many times, but I'm enjoying that.
Yeah. Not collected. Let's take a look at. I'm trying to figure out if there's any planeswalkers that I might want for this deck that I have right now. The red. I'm trying to make my red blue insane.
All right, so I'm probably going to throw some equipment onto this into this
Oh,
rat
yeah.
deck.
Should.
First, I'm going to buy. It's the Guilds of Ravnica. That's what we're buying, right?
Yes.
As far as I know, yeah.
Most of the time, yeah. That's like the newest one. So.
EOG.
Yes.
Cabal Stronghold is a rare land. Tap it for a colorless mana. Or pay 3 mana and tap it to add 1 black mana to your pool for each swamp you control.
Whoa.
Oh my god, this one planeswalker has untapped creatures you control as one of his +1 abilities.
It's
That's
Jace.
insane. Yep.
I think one of the Ajani's has a untap all creatures you control and gain a second attack phase.
Jeez. Any number of cards in your hand onto the battlefield face down there and have 5/5 artifact creatures. Oh my god.
Whoa! Now that is a thing.
Legendary.
What do you get?
The detection tower.
Legendary!
Uh-huh.
It's a land. Tap it to add a colorless mana, or pay 1 colorless and tap it until the end of turn. Your opponents and creatures your opponents control with hexproof can be the targets of spells and abilities. Although they didn't have hexproof.
Rude.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I just opened some decks and I got a burglar rat. I think it's Destiny.
It's time.
One goes in the deck.
Oh, here's Teferi.
Alright, so let's go ahead and Bring this back up.
So apparently the most broken deck, from what I've heard from Wiggles, is Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Because his level 8 ability is what you get you get an emblem that says whenever you draw a card, exile target permanent your opponent controls. So you just keep drawing cards and get rid of all his land.
Rude.
Yeah.
That is me and funny.
Oh, it's on both of them, actually. So you can choose which one you like best.
Come on, game. Give me a forest. Not like this game. Not like this.
Not like this.
What's up, Breezy? We're playing some Magic the Gathering, having some fun. Building some dumb rat decks. Not sorry.
No.
No.
Beaming it up.
Alright. So, if I'm gonna make... I need to add... Trample's probably the way to go. Let's see.
There's
Draw
some kind of a...
cards.
What is his name? Goreclaw? Or something like that? It's a green legendary beast, or I think it's a beast. That... you're gonna have to look... Hold on. I'm trying to think if that's the one I'm thinking of. There's...
Or Google.
Yeah, there's another green creature that will give... Does it give trample to all creatures with 4 or more?
Oh.
Attack? There is something along those lines. I know there is.
Alright. I turned my 1 mythic wild card into the Immortal Sun.
Aha!
Ooh.
Magic's
What does the
always
Immortal
confused
Sun
me.
do again?
There are a ton of rules, Breezy, but you get used to it.
It's a legendary artifact with players can't activate Planeswalker's loyalty abilities. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card. Spells you cast cost 1 colorless less to cast. Creatures you control get +1/+1.
Wow.
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 I think I'm fine with... I don't need to make another Planeswalker as of right now. I'm thinking that there's like one Planeswalker that looks like he's good, if not a little ridiculous.
There are no tutors currently. I just typed tutor into search and didn't get any. How are there no tutors in the current meta?
There's a black and 3 that, like, what is it?
The Viceroy? Is it Viceroy?
No, this is a spell. It's not going to come up as tutor. There's a spell that's like black and 3... What is it?
Final parting. Search your library for 2 cards, put 1 into your hand, the other into your graveyard.
There you go.
That's 5 mana. But, I mean, it's not a tutor, but I guess it'll...
I guess.
Yeah, I just want a tutor so I can get the Immortal Sun out earlier.
Okay, so I've updated my Rats on Rats to include that equipment. And I've also made a new Rats on Rats with
Rats on Rats too.
Yeah, with some of the swamps have been exchanged for mountains, and I've got some. I've got two red cards in there. One gives all of my creatures trample. One gives all my creatures first strike.
What? EOG. Mastermind's Acquisition. 4 mana, 2 black, 2 colorless. Choose one. Search your library for a card, put it in your hand, and then shuffle your library. Or choose a card you own from outside the game and put it in your hand.
What? Wow. that ain't right.
That point ain't right.
That's some old school rules
that
there.
Dog won't hunt.
That dog don't hunt.
Go Rats.
from outside the game?
What does that mean?
I guess just
pull up your whole library and
Yeah.
you have 30 seconds to find your card.
Right?
Oh look, the vampire deck I got.
Yay!
It usually means sideboard. Sideboard, Wiggle says.
Right.
Plague Zodiac.
Well, yeah, but
yeah.
how does that work in this game? There aren't exactly sideboards.
Well, that's because there's no. Your deck doesn't have any pathetic cards
Mhm.
every time.
I don't know how it works,
Without
either,
fail.
but can you imagine though? Like, it's like, well, I don't have to put the Immortal Sun in my deck. I'll just put 4 Mastermind's Acquisitions, and if I get one, just be like, I'm bringing Immortal Sun in.
Hmm. So I can bring out a Niv Mizzet next turn, but I'm not quite sure if I want to. Ah, well, whatever.
Really?
What the fuck was
Four
that?
mana.
What? What?
What just happened?
I have no clue.
I just heard it just like mic sounds.
What?
You good?
You not hear that, Salty?
Well, they're fine.
Well, I didn't hear it, so it might have been me. But my mic is on my webcam, so it's up there.
Yeah, it, like popped
Fireworks in
weirdly.
your ear. Yeah, that's about right.
That's weird. I didn't hear it.
It had to have come from you, but it wasn't human.
I mean, I didn't hear anything, and
Well, then I have some bad news.
I think somebody has hacked your webcam.
The spirit has come in and said, "Nope."
I won't be able to catch a bunch of RPG Fridays. I have my son this weekend. Well, Breezy, we're probably going to be finishing Legend of Dragoon this RPG Friday.
Nice.
We might not. I don't remember how much narrative in the last disc, but we're in
How
the last
dare you.
disc, and we have a lot. I mean, we have like a lot of dungeon moving to go, but like we're all on the last editions. We're on the last combos. We're on the last level. We're there. We just got to take it home. So if I play for several hours and it's like only barely finished one of the things I'm trying to finish, obviously I'll just have to split it into 2 streams. But man, this vampire deck, guys. Every time I see it, I'm like, maybe this time. No.
No.
I even started off by dealing 10 damage to them. 10.
Jeez.
Good lord.
Like, right out of the gate, I slapped them for 10 and they were like, no, that's okay. This deck doesn't care. Shit, man.
It's because you're winning so many times that it
Actually-
has to put you against something ridiculous.
Actually, my rank has gone down since I started the...
Oh.
Oh no.
That's because the game sees what you're playing and puts you against something.
Those.
Penalized.
Oh, I better draw some more land. That's not land, that's a rat!
9, 2,
Help!
6, 7. I don't think I can get to 9 in time.
That's not land, that's a rat! Oh no.
I'm just
Breezy
doing.
with the host.
I'm just doing. Trying to do as much damage
Oh,
as humanly possible.
game. Finally gives me the forest now that it is way too late.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Ben, I know you're watching.
I know you had no hand in this, but you have connection.
Oh yeah, exactly. He's not there flipping the switch. He had one of his friends flip the switch.
Yeah. Obviously.
Totally, Ben.
Alright, there we go.
Damn you, Ben.
I've made my rat deck.
Maybe this will save me.
I used 4 common, 2 rare, and 1 mythic.
That'll do
wild
the
card.
same thing. Let's do this.
This feels real bad. My deck is like all rats, right? With just with some like a third of the deck is mana, most of it's rats, and then I have like 4 different tricks. 4 things that if I top deck them after I've got a whole bunch of mana, I'm like, haha! I'm holding 3 of them and I'm not drawing any mana.
Oh no.
Like, really? Come on.
It happens.
Road?
Road.
Alright, time to try out this rat deck that I just spent like an hour making.
Every time it's Broad.
Every time.
It's like, con! It's Broad!
Road.
Yoink that back to your hand. I'm just gonna wait then.
My god, I just want a fucking mana.
Now you have the opposite problem of E.
Oh god. Just
It sucks, doesn't
can't
it?
possibly. It can't be that hard to draw a mana.
Yeah, it is.
Mana's in there.
Tristan's
Please.
like,
Yeah.
can I-
You'd be
Tristan's like-
surprised. I would like to have a word with you, sir.
Yeah.
Tristan's like, can I please have a card?
1 win, 3 losses. Yay! Mostly due to mana
He's
screw.
like, can I
Thanks,
please have a
game.
mana?
Did we shuffle our decks
Yeah.
and accidentally give him all the mana?
You know?
You remember when we used to cheat when we shuffled our decks at EOG? Whoa, look at that!
What?
I sat for a minute while waiting for a match and then it just said draw on the screen.
Weird.
Draw.
Draw.
Bro.
Draw.
What do you
when
mean,
we-
Salty?
Back in high school, we kept having problems with decks getting mana screwed, and we'd be like, is it a third mana like it's supposed to be? And they'd be like, yeah. And so what we started doing was, before we'd start play a match, we'd split the decks into mana and not mana, and then we'd deal the deck out as 2 cards, 1 mana, 2 cards, 1 mana, until you had a full deck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just to help with the shuffle, yeah.
Yep.
But you play the rules that way.
Yeah, it's totally cheating. I also came up with I came up with 2 variants of Magic that I tried to get my friends to play, just to deal with mana problems.
Magic,
And
but you give me all your cards.
One of them was you would separate your deck out into lands, creatures, and everything else piles, and then every turn when you drew, you got to choose which one to draw from.
Oh.
And then the other one was you don't put any lands in your deck, but you can play any creature upside down as a land of that color instead, or you can play any card upside down as a land of that color instead.
Oh, right.
Weird.
Jeez.
Nice.
It was just ideas to try out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
I'm a fan.
Have you ever seen Mental Magic?
What?
Mental Magic?
What's that?
It is, in fact, they even made a card based, like an enchantment, I think, based on it. It's a mode where every card's mana cost. So you can play any card you want, right? Like, every card has the potential to be every card with the exact same mana cost except the card that it is. There we go.
Oh god. Oh, that's frightening.
Wow.
I don't think I understand, but I don't think I want to understand.
Right, so if a card cost blue and 1, and it was, I don't know, a 2/2 flying,
The other card. Oh.
it would then, it could not be, you could not play it as that card, but you could play it as any other card that's converted, that its mana cost was blue and 1.
Jeez.
It was, it's really, really crazy.
It actually seems like that would be harder to keep track of what everything actually is than anything.
Well, of course. Yeah.
That's why it's mental magic.
Dude.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting over here just going nuts because I'm like, I need to draw a mana, but my opponent is taking so long to do their turn.
Welcome to Hearthstone. Oh wait.
Yeah.
My opponent has 9 mana on field. I have 2. And just every turn has been like, what should I pull out of my graveyard? And it's like the longest thoughts. Come on, man.
What am I gonna?
Okay, I still haven't drawn a fucking mana.
Oh my god.
I mean, this is just sad.
It's a little.
Oh, I know the feeling.
When we're dancing on the ceiling.
Damn right. Very,
I know things.
Very nice. Good job.
You had to
There we
remind us
go.
that you know things after Donny Osmond, but you know.
I still don't really know what Donny Osmond is.
He's a person.
Yeah, but what'd he do?
Well,
What
he did a Star Wars special with his sister Marie. That is amazing.
Did it
You guys
end
have
like
to.
the Star Wars movies?
No,
question.
no, yeah, right. Dude, it's insane. I know you're not gonna know most of these names, so.
Correct.
Chris Christopherson plays Han Solo. And the guy that does the voice for Tony the Tiger does the voice for Darth Vader instead.
What? Wait. Go back.
Go back. How do we go back?
Wait, that's not true. That's impossible.
Oh my god. Nah.
Dude, it was great.
Oh.
No, seriously, the interesting... Now, this is a terrible special. It is the worst. It is beyond the Star Wars Holiday special bad. Because there's not even any... It's mostly a musical, right? Because Donnie and Marie are singers. Mostly. Like, they act a little bit, but they're singers, right? And they did this show that was mostly singing, right? It's almost a musical. The thing is, there are no Star Wars type songs in the entire musical. They probably couldn't get the rights.
Okay.
Weird.
Yeah, so it's all these kind of like standards that might work kinda sorta in the Star Wars universe, loosely. Yeah.
Oh, but like an 80s
They had like a cardboard. They had like this cardboard spaceship that they all got get on at the end of the show. It's like, you know, the back end of the spaceship like jutting out of the, you know, from the side of the stage.
Yep.
And
oh my God.
Here's the cool part. This is legit because it actually has C-3PO and R2-D2.
Oh shit! I think I just lost.
They're actually in the show at the full act. Yeah. The funny thing is, R2 couldn't even get onto this little cheap ramp that they had built to go into the ship, so he just kind of scuttles off the stage at the end.
I had like the best start to that game, and then just got wrecked by that merfolk deck.
But yeah,
right.
it offers really nothing like to the Star Wars universe at all. Where at least the holiday special, if you guys have not seen that,
I have seen that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that does at least offer a couple things. It introduces Boba Fett.
Right. Oh, really?
Yeah, and it has like the droids. Yeah, the droids cartoon, which was actually really good. And of course, there's the lore of like some lore with like Wookiees. It's kind of odd, but yeah, this other special does nothing. Like it adds nothing to the, you know, to the lore, to anything other than just here's this weird thing that happened. That was legit because it had actual Star Wars actors. The one weird thing, though, kind of is that the fact that Donnie is playing Luke and Marie is playing Leia, and this happened. Well, it's very appropriate because they filmed this just after the first film, but definitely before the third. I don't remember if Empire was out. But and like it's not like official that they're brother and sister, of course, until episode 3. So it's just kind of this weird thing that they're brother and sister.
Right.
And they're playing those two characters. Yeah. It's almost like, did George kind of maybe take that as an inspiration?
Possibly.
Who knows?
I wouldn't be surprised.
And I hope not.
Right? But there you go.
You can hope all you want.
There you go.
That's true. Yes, I can.
The possibility is there. They called it before anybody else.
Called it. They're like, got him.
Yep.
Called it.
Donnie Marie called it. But yeah, it's on a totally different level. A lower level, but a different level. The bottom rung, yes.
The bottom level.
The bottom.
Whichever level is on the bottom.
Yeah. Put it underneath that one. Yeah.
Oh, underneath that one. Shit.
Yeah, wherever the bottom level is, put it. Yeah, start another level.
Jeez.
It's horrible. But if you're into, if you're like, you have the morbid curiosity, go look that up.
I won't.
Donnie and Marie Star Wars.
Thank, but no thank.
Yep, it's a thing. You're welcome.
Oh my gosh.
Aren't you glad you asked about that commercial?
Right?
What?
You mentioned Donnie, and there it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
I mean, we do talk about Star Wars once in a while, and I'm like, oh, well, I have to bring this up. Have to bring this up. Are we set on time? Because we're looking at 1 a.m. here.
Yeah, I'll probably be calling it here after this game.
Yeah.
All right.
Just taking a look. For some reason, our favorite Far From Idle has 2,000 people watching him.
Whoa!
What?
So we might want to take a look at that. Just saying that out loud. He's playing the newest Pokemon game.
Oh, I see.
But still.
I mean that. That's part of it, but
that's still a little fucking
crazy.
Insane.
Mm-hmm.
And two of my favorites are streaming right now.
Yeah.
Oh crap! I wasn't paying attention. Block that guy. Not the other two. Yeah, I've got the singer that I recently started watching is currently playing the new Pokemon game.
Singer? Is it from Manta?
Yeah.
It is Manta.
Yeah, Manta's
All
good
right.
people.
And
Manta's
then
awesome.
and then also Brilliant Buffoons is currently doing song requests.
Do we want to do Manta then? Because I'm a fan of Manta's.
Yeah, Manta's a cool guy. I like him.
I mean, I'm on board.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Trying to finish this
I can
game
actually
out.
just end mine now because I don't think I'm going to win this game. So, do we want to say what we're doing this week?
Well, no, we don't want to talk about any of that. Yeah,
That's boring.
yeah. Do it to Salty. You're
Hello,
the
pot, call the kettle black. There we go. Anyway,
Salty. Why don't we put you on the spot?
yes.
Yeah, what do you do
crap.
this week?
This week, I'm gonna be watching EOG finish his game tomorrow.
Nice.
Solid.
Hey.
And then,
Got any plans streaming on the weekend?
I don't know. I was thinking about maybe streaming on the Civil's Minecraft server
Oh,
at some point this weekend because I've been putting a lot of time into that, and I think I'm just about ready to. Oh, if you guys didn't, so I don't really play Minecraft a lot, but I got into his server just to play with him and his friends, and
I am in that server as well.
he's got. I was trying to come up with a goal for what to do on his server, and I decided I was going to start a chain restaurant that was going to get so ridiculous that you wouldn't be able to go anywhere without finding it. That's my goal.
okay.
So I've come up with the plan for how I'm going to build them, and I'm currently working on getting the materials I'm going to need to build as many of them as possible. So my goal is right now farming materials, but soon these things are just going to start cropping up everywhere. My goal is to have anyone on the server be walking around anywhere, a forest, somewhere in the nether, I don't care, and just be like, is that a Salty's just there? That's my goal. I want it to be like Starbucks appearing just everywhere.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm planning on even trying to find everybody's bases and building one in everybody's base.
That's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
That is
So-
awesome.
Yeah, I
That's-
might do some Minecraft streaming on Saturday also, so maybe Salty and I'll stream together.
Cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
Very nice.
Minecraft is
So
Minecraft
good.
is good for it's first of all I'm having a lot of fun on the server and also really good for follower count.
Yeah.
Holy crap! It's got pull.
Yeet.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, it's fucking snowing outside.
I'm aware that it's snowing out. It's me.
Don't remind
Tristan,
me.
Hey Tristan, it's not gunshots.
Look. So you missed it. There was a bit of snow that fell down. I fucking thought it was gunshots. because the fucking people that got shot at the park next to us got me all paranoid.
Yeah, I know.
That was a thing. We saw ambulances.
Yeah,
Fun time.
Yeah,
What?
Sofer's right on that one.
No, this is empty.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I ate that cheesesteak yesterday.
Okay.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
McSalties.
You getting angry
Yes.
at this thing of-
EOG, what are you up to?
So,
Did you just say?
so tomorrow I'll be finishing. I'll be attempting to finish Legend of Dragoon. It may not happen because I don't know how much longer is the game, and but I'm gonna go for it. And I mean, I'm really kind of, well, I'll just leave it at that. I'm not sure if we're gonna beat it, but I'm
You got this. We believe.
try to beat it. And then, which is really exciting because the story's kind of wrapping up. There's a lot going on. We're getting to the end of the powers that your characters have and everything. It's going, it's wrapping up, and it's always nice to see an RPG wrap up.
Mm-hmm.
And then Saturday, I'll be playing Minecraft on Civil's server. I'll see if I can drag Civil and Salty into a co-stream because more people is usually better for that type of chill stream like this one.
Oh my god, am I gonna win this?
And so that's exciting. And I mean that's about it. Next week is going to be a normal stream schedule, except I won't be streaming on Thanksgiving. I probably will not be streaming on Friday either. Take a break after Legend of Dragoon, and we'll start back up after that. But
fair enough, yeah.
Yes, it's pretty normal for me. Still, it's exciting because of what the games are doing, but nothing's really different this week.
Sure.
So, how about you, Shenanz?
All right.
So next week, yeah, coming up this week's a little bit different. So tomorrow will not be a Friday free game feature. Yeah, no stream tomorrow. Right? Dude, I gotta be up at like I gotta be up at like dark 30 on Saturday. So yeah, that's not happening. I also have to be up relatively early on Monday, which means there will be no stream Sunday guaranteed either. And then after that, I'm hoping things are back to semi-normal, and then I'll be playing an RPG of some sort. I haven't downloaded any. I haven't thought about which one. And I'll be rolling it just through the rest of this month and into next. I don't know what it'll be yet. Something. I mean, I got tons of stuff, so whatever. I'll find something to play. We'll play some.
Did you make that? Wait, I'm sorry, but Salty, did you make that graphic today?
Yeah, he makes splash screens in like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah,
damn.
Yeah, he's top notch. Top.
I mean, the part that took the longest was choosing which font to use.
I mean, you could have went Comic Sans.
I didn't want to do that.
Dude, you should have made. We should make a card, a salty card. Like, tap, substitute one of the horsemen with Salty.
Oh right.
Oh my gosh.
For real. Yep.
All right. How about you, Tristan?
For me, that is a great question because I don't know the answer to it. I don't know. So I don't know when I'm going home. That's a thing. Sometime between the days of Tuesday to Wednesday, I'm going home, so I won't be streaming probably those days, which means I have the weekend to push for 500. Because we are now 6 away.
Whoa.
Holy shit!
Oh, it's happening! It's happening!
Yeah, it's very close, and it's kind of terrifying.
Time to play Minecraft.
Yeah, no, I kind of do that whole school thing. Yo, I do Minecraft.
Right?
Why not?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah. So essentially, I have to pray that the snow won't keep me here. I would like to go home. So for streaming wise, probably some DBD this weekend, possibly some Fallout 76. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with that. I have a friend of mine that I might be co-streaming it with where we're just doing our opinions on it. And if not, I will be editing my first YouTube video on my review of it.
Oh crap.
Other than that, I'm thinking I might do Skyrim at some point. Not this week, but possibly next week instead of Fallout. Since I'm not quite sure if I want to continue that game. And then we have other things kind of in the works. for my channel specifically, keep your eyes on Twitter because there might be something being announced pretty soon.
Ah.
So,
Yeah, my stream schedule is basically I stream when I feel like it, or when another streamer goes, "Hey, I want to play this game. Do you want to play with me?"
yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's essentially
out of
everything for me.
nowhere. Sheehan sends me messages and like, "Hey, I want to play this game. Do you want in?" And be like,
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, everyone, we need you to start sending the card games raid. If we want, you can also actually, you know what? We have a better one.
Uh-oh.
Go.
Card games love pizza because the person that we are about to start hosting is a partnered streamer. And so we are going to do this plus the little pizza emote or any emotes that you feel like in order to get him closer to his goal. So I want to thank you all for coming out, and we'll see you next time, which will be not this Thursday, next Thursday.
Please come with us.
Yeah.
At least, come with us and show the support to the guy we're raiding. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see you
Have a
guys.
good night, everybody. And thanks for inviting me along, guys.
Absolutely, man.
I hope
Anytime.
we get to see Swamp in 2 weeks. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
You're right.
Agreed.
Where's the boy?